What's up, everybody? This is TEKNOBLAST with Six Slayer and PHYERBOSS here on Technos Gaming. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. Doing good.
Groovy.
You're
A little
groovy?
ticked off. I just spent 250 Microsoft points trying to hit this damn piano, and the thing didn't even bust.
Oh,
And I don't
man.
I don't know if there was like some sort of a glitch or something like that. It's supposed to give you 3 swings. The first time I did it, it only let me swing once, but it was kind of an accidental swing, and it didn't let me do the other. They didn't let me do the other 2 swings.
Whoops.
Instead, it forwarded me over to like I guess while I was clicking, it clicked on the next one and stuff, and I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
I just burnt up $500 points.
Man.
Yeah, man. Be responsible with them things. Yep.
Save your points, man.
I got an addiction.
Yeah, no, man. I racked mine up, man. I think I got Game Pass paid up until October this year. And I have like 190,000 right now racked up.
I have like 26,000. I'm getting close to using it for Game Pass myself.
Yeah, so it's about a year I think I have of Game Pass that I'm saving up.
Cool.
So every now and then I'll buy those offers online. I think you've seen them, right? Sick.
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah, once in a blue moon, and there's an offer, especially Black Friday. Sometimes they have Amazon will have buy 3 months, get 3 months free. And I always jump on that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, 2 for 1. Why not?
Yeah, but Game Pass Ultimate even it's not even the regular one. It's Ultimate.
It's the Ultimate. Yeah. Not even the regular one. It's the Ultimate that they keep promoting. So if you see buy 3 months, get 3 months free, hey, jump on it because that's a good deal. It's pretty much 50% off then. Yep. So I'm still trying to get over my sickness. Well, it's not really a sickness. It's just this stupid drainage. It's just going down the wrong pipe. It's making me cough every few minutes and just hacking it up, trying to clear out my throat. So
that's why every year.
Nah, man, this is like the worst I've gotten ever. I mean, like back-to-back months of getting sick. I'm like, dude, what is going on? First it was COVID, and then this whole cold thing that I got, that we all got in the house. We all got sick, and it just kind of fell to it. Everybody else is kind of over it now. I'm the only one that's kind of left over to let this have this cough go away. So hopefully by the end of the week, because I really don't want to go into another weekend and not do anything,
Right.
And so, what do you guys have been playing lately?
And nothing much, actually.
No?
I haven't played anything in about a week and a half, man.
Man, it's because Xbox has no games, right?
Of course. Of course.
No, I've been dabbling with the Edge of Eternity that French developer made JRPG.
Yeah.
So it's the thing is it shows a lot of solid promise because I mean I guess you could say the storyline isn't anything earth shattering, but that's the thing I try to get as a fan of JRPGs. I try to get people to understand you can't approach this genre. You can't approach most other genres expecting this film school graduate level, this Cannes Film Festival, style of writing. You're from these things, you're given a goal, a task, and you move forward with it. And the enjoyment is within, uncovering different things as you make it towards that goal, and the grind, it's the gameplay loop. That's where the fun is.
Yeah.
But I reiterate that it's not something for everybody. So that's highly understandable. But I just don't like it when people try to sit there and instantly shoot it down just because it's not their cup of tea. It's not a thing of like oh yeah, me and these guys. No, it's like no, it's because it's not my cup of tea. They shouldn't get it. They shouldn't mess with those type of games. And and see, the thing is, it's like it's like me. It's like I'm not into first person shooters, but just because I'm not. And just because I'm not, that doesn't give me the right to say Xbox should give up on those. They shouldn't mess with those. You know, that's pretty asinine. You know, because that's knocking out a good chunk of of a player base that enjoys that type of stuff. You know, maybe I don't. But that doesn't give me the right to say that others shouldn't have any enjoyment. So I can never understand that thinking. But the rant aside, I've been playing that. I kind of started getting back on City Skylines. As old as it is again.
That's right. You like that game, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, all right. Here's the thing. A little bit of a black nerd geeky thing. Me and my old man, came up, in the model railroad scene. All right. Working with HO scale and all stuff like that. And it's always stuck with me. We just haven't dealt with it in so long because model railroading is expensive as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, very expensive. And I can imagine after COVID, it probably really got kind of ridiculous. So I've been it's like that's kind of the thing I like about Skylines is it's almost like you're making your own train layout, but the only thing I just don't like about it is how they have things set up where I guess a lot of stuff is like I know it's their game loop, but as a game designer myself, it's kind of like I wouldn't have done it this way. I would have given people a little bit more freedom out the gate without tying their hands saying, oh, if you unlock all this stuff, then we take away your achievements. Yeah. And so that just kind of ruined that already out of the gate just ruins the game and turns around and limits, people as to how they play. So I'll get into it and then I'll play it as a bit of a time killer. But then I always hit this wall where it's like there's certain things I want to do and I can't do because I'm playing it on the console, not the PC. And the PC is where they have like all these nice mods and mods that won't even break your achievements and stuff. And you can like, I mean, you have realistic looking buildings. I mean, dude, if you look up the videos, man, there's people who have cities that when the camera is zoomed out a certain way, you would almost swear that it's a helicopter view of an actual city.
Yeah.
And it's the game.
I like those games, but the only thing I don't have is the patience to build it out. Like I've been wanting to play that Skylines or what's it called? Skylines?
Yes, City Skylines. It's in Game Pass.
That one, and there's the Jurassic Park one or Jurassic Evolution, whatever it's called.
The one where you like building a zoo.
Right, you're building a zoo. It's pretty much the same thing, right? You're building all this, your environment.
Yeah, there's Zoo Tycoon also.
I just don't have the patience to like put everything in place, let it grow, and let it populate, breed the dinosaurs or make the building. And it's like I want to like this, but it's just I don't have the patience to sit there and do
work.
It's a lot of work.
Work is not fun anymore.
Yeah, to me it's not, And but hey, there's a market for them. That's why those games exist. So there's always somebody who's gonna like them, even if it's not me, somebody else.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been messing around with. Most of the time, it's been on Edge of Eternity and stuff like that. But every once in a while, I'll just to kind of veg out. I'll just go into Skylines.
That's been out for a while, right? Is that an old game?
Yeah.
It sounds like it
is. I think it came out in 2018 because it's been around for a minute. It's actually been sitting in Game Pass for a good while. It's almost to a point where I could have swore one time Microsoft was on the verge of acquiring that publisher, which is oh god, what's their name? Okay, because I keep thinking about the studio's name. The studio's name is Tantalus or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Tantalus, yeah.
Yeah, Paradox. Okay, that's the publisher, Paradox. And Paradox is like a pretty moderately sized. I want to say like a Bethesda sized PC publisher. They do console games, but it's not really their big bread and butter. It's mostly like PC. And so it's like, like I said, they work very, very hand in hand with Microsoft. And that's why I always kept thinking that, they're probably, somewhere on the list of potential grabs.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Because,
you would hope.
Yeah, because because if anything, it's more content for, PC side, and which can also, work out, also bringing it to, console side as well. So it's because it's not just City Skylines, but it's also like City of Sin, that gangster game. That's like one of their more main ones and stuff. So yeah, it's like I said, it's something to check out. But anyways, I shall shut my gab and let the host continue.
Well, I restarted Cyberpunk because of the update.
Oh yeah, I need to do that.
I restarted that. I did have a save from, I think it was 2021 in January. Is the last save I had. And I didn't stop because of the whole update thing. I didn't stop because of bugs or anything like that. I wasn't having any major bugs. I stopped because other games got in the way.
Same thing happened to me. Yep.
Same thing. Yeah, other games started coming out, and I was like, "Oh, I'm interested in this one." Just because I know a game like Cyberpunk is going to take me forever to finish, so it's like I'm in no rush. You know what I mean? And then it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the update to come out. And sure enough, I waited an entire year, 1 year plus. And we got the update, and now it's like, yeah, it's like, they say they revamped the tree system and everything. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna start all over. So I'm surpassed where I left off last time. So now it's like, yeah. And so I've been doing that, and that's been fun. It's just fun driving around the whole city, just seeing the activity that's in there. All the people walking around, the signs, the buildings, things flying around. Cyberpunk. So it's that's been fun. What else is there? Oh, Final Fantasy Final Fantasy 7 remake. I'm playing that, and that's been fun too. It's a good game. Too bad it's not on Xbox.
Final Fantasy 6, the little remaster they did about a week or two ago that just came out. Can't wait to play that. Yeah, I've got that. I also bought Chrono Cross, but I think that comes out in April. But the game I'm definitely gonna play now. You got me thinking about it because it was just announced it's coming to Game Pass. Guardians of the Galaxy. I've been about that game.
I've been hyping up that game since I finished it. I finished it like a month ago or so, and it is a freaking good game. Once you start on it, you're not gonna want to stop. That's how good it is, right? And it's not because it's because of the characters. The characters, you already know who the Guardians of the Galaxy are. You know how they're just kind of goofy. They talk smack to each other, and then the soundtrack is amazing, right? Because they play a lot of 80s music in the game.
Right.
Some people say they complain about when they're in battle and having to control all four characters. And it's really not you're controlling all four characters. You control yours, which is Star-Lord, but then you have the option of kicking off abilities for other characters.
So you got command them basically, like in Mass Effect, basically.
Right, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Just like Mass Effect. And so some people are saying, "Oh, it's too hard." I was like, "It's really not that hard." And if you got the Elite controller, it helps out a lot because I mapped the paddles to some of those buttons.
I have that.
So it's good, and then of course they come out and say, "Oh, it's coming out." Here, let me put it on the screen then. Shit, jive turkeys.
It's coming to Game Pass.
It's coming to Game Pass. I think March 13 or something like that.
Oh, it's on cloud and PC.
Look at all those new, unique games.
Yeah.
And then Flight Simulator in the cloud, man.
Flight Simulator in the cloud. You got Lightning Returns, which is going to talk about more about Final Fantasy because, like I said, I'm playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake on the PlayStation, and the only other Final Fantasy game I played was Final Fantasy 13 when it first came out, and that was the first Final Fantasy game I've ever played and completed.
Wow! Really?
And then now I'm playing number 7, which is really good. And I'm about like 6 chapters away from.
Oh wow! I just realized. Yeah, I've only ever beat 7, not 6, not 4. None of the ones I really like even more than 7, and I really do like 7. But I've only ever beat 7. Wow.
But yeah,
I never was a Final Fantasy fan. Never got into it.
That's all right. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I've always liked it. I like the universe of Final Fantasy, the lore of Final Fantasy. I just could never get into the games.
Yeah.
The whole turn based, it was just goofy to me.
I don't like turn based. Yeah.
And then
7 is dope because it's not like that.
Yeah. And then I played 13 and I liked it. And then I played 15 and I didn't like it at all.
Yeah,
I hated 15. I just didn't like it.
Got close to the end of 15 though. I got real close to the end.
15 was huge too. It had a huge board.
Yeah.
You riding around in the Cadillac and stuff.
Yeah. And I didn't like it seems like very snobbish to me. I didn't like, of course they're royalty, you know, the characters.
Right, but like royalty just drive around with everybody else and
and they just seemed like
hamburgers and shit. Yeah,
they were so snobby and like, oh, I don't want to play this stupid game. And so, but yeah, man, we got a bunch of games coming out in March for Game Pass. So Game Pass keeps winning. Game Pass keeps giving more games to the players so they can try out. It is amazing. I didn't know that number 13 was coming out, that Lightning Return. So I'm definitely going to try that one out. I don't know what FAR is or Kentucky Route Zero. What is that?
Yeah, we have no idea what these games are.
What is that?
What is that? Young Souls?
Yeah, that says Young Souls.
Lawnmower Simulator Ultra Combo.
Man, people seem to love that game.
They ultra combo in that grass, bro.
But I do it every summer, man. So it's like, real life. What I should do is like I should live stream
work like that.
I should live stream one day and hook up a camera to my chest and then mow the lawn
on Twitch
and stream
on Twitch or YouTube.
On both.
Restreaming, baby.
Yeah,
right. And you'll be surprised how many people will just come and watch you mow your yard.
Hey, dude, I watch YouTube videos of haircuts late at night when I'm trying to fall asleep. It'll knock me right out.
Have somebody out there bring you a plate. You eating while you're out. It's
like a first person view. So all you see is my hands.
A beer, everything.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Bring them a beer or something. Right.
see my health go up.
It's crazy, man.
When somebody brings me something.
But I gotta try that Final Fantasy 7, man. I've been hearing about it. That'd probably be the first one I try as well. But yeah, that Guardians of the Galaxy, I bought it. I just haven't been able to get to it yet. But I'm knocking out a lot of back catalog. But right now, I'm stuck on this Elden Ring right now. That's kind of like where I jumped on right now. So I kind of left.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I left. What was I previously playing for a minute?
Yeah, that's one of the subjects. It's Elden Ring has taken the air out of every other gaming discussions that's out there.
Yeah, because man, it's a community game. Anytime you put out a community game against a single player experience, and the community game pretty much brings everything that real gamers like to have. So, like, just say a game like Elden Ring, right? The worst thing to do is put a game out there like that, and nobody can help you get through something. So they did that. Worst thing you can do is take forever to strengthen your character. They didn't do that. Worst thing you can do is make it to where all the enemies are just extra hard out the gate. They did that. Yeah. So they kept everything about the lore of Demon Souls, but yet they fixed things that you would probably lose newcomers to. The way I look at Elden Ring was based for gamers like me who've never played or got into the Demon Souls, right? And I was able to get in there, talk to certain people who've been playing it. They tell me a little bit about how to get around some things, and now it makes sense to me. But see, that's the whole part of the community, right? I kind of figured out, man, this is a real big deal with them. They socialize, they Discord, they party chat, they Twitter, all this stuff, and it's a big deal. So now that I'm getting in, now when you kill your first boss, you kind of get the hang of your character. It kind of gets a little bit easier to you, your timing and everything, because that's where it's hard at. You get in there, you don't know nothing. So you get you're slashing and you don't really understand the mechanics or the timing of your bosses, because they do one thing that lets you know how to beat them. You just got to catch it. You know, that's what it's like. Once you catch that one little thing that they're not doing to hurt you, then you got them. It's nothing after that. It's just routine.
So you just can't really run up to the enemy.
Yeah,
and
you
just
can't
start
just run up to him. Right.
All right, I'm back.
You just can't do that, you know?
Yeah.
But hey, man, that's been the Demon Souls and even the Kingsfield series before. Well, the Kingsfield series to a lesser extent, it was more about the difficulty and all those other aspects. But the part you're talking about right there was there in Demon Souls. I remember because when it came out in Japan, it was voiced in English. It was completely in English if you wanted to play it. So a lot of people were importing it. And I was one of those people who was about to import it way back when. And that led to me low-key working with some other people. We was able to get a review copy. I have it somewhere. I still got to find it. But But yeah, the game has always been like that. But before that, like I said, with the Kingsfield series, the first RPG on the PlayStation in Japan and in America. Okay, so it has this heritage of exactly what everything Legal was talking about. That's what games used to be about. I'll give you a classic example.
What was the beauty of it.
Right, I'll give you a classic,
actually socializing. Right,
exactly. I'll give you the classic example of that: The Legend of Zelda.
Yep, and that's
now,
why
you can sit there and bomb every wall to figure it out, or you talk to some homies who played it too. They know a couple things. You know a couple things.
Yeah,
that's how it went. And that's how it is with this game. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm the person who would start the game and I start attacking everybody. I don't care how strong they are.
Oh, you're gonna learn not to do that real quick.
Yeah.
0 to 100 or 100 to 0 real quick.
Yeah, that's what
you'll learn. Yeah, and you just go around kill. All right. Yeah, let's stop acting like y'all ain't played games where you just kill everybody. Stop it. Go do what you know to do. Kill everybody. Build your character up. Get your currency and buy and get your upgrades. That's pretty much.
But see, I already do that kind of strategy to upgrade my my character in games like Fallout.
Right.
You know, a Dragon Age. You know, I'll go out and do all the side
normally
quests.
It looks like it's really hard, but it's really not.
You know, I'll go do the side quests. I'll just go into some random battles, just anything to up my experience and upgrade my guy. And then I start tackling all the campaigns, you know, because it just makes it easier once your guy is all upgraded.
I did the same thing in Halo. Like I did all the side missions, so I wouldn't miss anything. Where I rescued all the troops, everything. I didn't do not any of the plot missions. As soon as I had the ability to go around and find stuff, that's all I did until it was all done.
Dude, I think I maxed out all my abilities by the half of the game.
Yeah, yeah. Like there were a couple more I could get, but I didn't care about them. Like that was one of them. You start getting very late, and so if you're not working to get that one, you're not even going to have it unlocked. Maybe even I forget what the last one.
Man, once you get the wasp, man.
Oh yeah,
you find all the little upgrade things easily.
Yep. Yeah, you can kill a lot of you can cheese a lot of bosses like that. I did the two. I ain't ashamed to say I should have had it on Twitch, right? But what was the two? What do you call those things? Oh geez, I forgot what they call. Oh yeah, the hunters.
Yeah.
And then two of them, I forget the name of them. The hybrid.
You have to hit the back of them.
Right, and in Halo Infinite, it's extra hard to get to their back.
It is.
Yeah. Right, so now, but this time it's the boss versions. I think they were called the Matrix, the Hybrid, some kind of name like that.
I know what you're talking about. They were red.
Yeah, they were red. Yo, I spent half an hour with a wasp, like ducking and diving them. You know those heavy shots they have.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Plus, you got the little like sniper dudes who would snipe you, but I was high up, right? And they would snipe you. I would come falling. I would get back control just before I hit the ground and rise back up. Okay, I don't kill the sniper. You gotta do what you gotta do till you can figure out a better, smarter way. And Elden Ring is all about that. Like, either you get good or you're gonna suffer. It's a lot like those what do you call those what's those games everybody hates because you die and you start all over basically? Roguelikes. What people are missing with those is you are improving, but it's you who's improving.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do is go around and get those berries. Get those berries and go.
Well, not even that. I'm talking about berries. Well, there's that. No, but I'm talking about in roguelikes in general. It's like you have to master the mechanics of the game. Sifu and all these other games that are like that. Everybody's complaining.
That's true.
Oh, they're so hard. You are upgrading, but it's your gameplay. It's your ability, your skills to play the game that are upgrading. A lot of people
here it is right
recognize
here.
that.
What Sick is saying in the shortest terms, right? Gaming is about skill. I remember back in the day, Hebot used to talk about that. Like PC don't make you automatically good. Console don't make you automatically good. Arcades don't make you automatically
good.
No
Elite controller is going to do that.
The Elite controller is not going to make you automatically good. Mouse
it made me better.
Right. What makes you good?
It's 1080p makes you better gamer.
Right. You put it in time, learning your craft. This is what I was having a debate with somebody not too long ago when I was telling them it's not about easy mode being where games are fun and relaxing and all of that. You don't define gaming by modes because there's some players who don't like easy mode. There's some gamers who like challenges and challenge games don't stress them out. You got games that stress gamers out. They're a little bit too hard for them. Okay. But here's the thing. I played Hades. Hades doesn't have a difficulty level. So what do you call that? I'm playing Elden Ring. It doesn't have a difficulty level. So what do you call that? Every game that comes out doesn't have difficulty levels. They're made the way they are, and that's the way the developer made it. You either like it or you don't. The thing about it is these types of games are like what Six Slayer said. These games are how they are the essence of the original landscape of games. We didn't have difficulties. When you went to the arcade, there wasn't no modes. You played it. And if the
in fact, the arcade owner was the only one who had access to that.
It was one
damn sure he was jacking it up so you couldn't just sit on the same game on the same quarter.
Yeah, exactly. You played it when it got the console in the early days. You played that game. And some games were not made as hard as others, and that's how we justify them. Man, the game was too hard. We talked about that. Man, the game is just too hard. I'm moving on. I remember when Battletoads came, man, the game is too hard. The game is too hard. We didn't have a setting.
No, you know what is too hard? It's Cuphead.
Cuphead doesn't have a setting. Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. You can go right, but if you play it, right,
you can't advance that much. You can't really complete the game in that easy mode.
You can't. It doesn't reward you exactly.
No.
Yeah, same like with Contra 3, man. You couldn't play it on easy. You had to play it in normal. You had to jump over that dog who was eating the garbage and then comes to attack you from behind.
That's right.
Man, my son wanted to play Cuphead when it first came out, and I told him, "You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. I want to play. All right, get ready to die. Get ready to die."
He saw the Netflix cartoon, and all of a sudden he wanted to play the game.
No, this is way before the whole Netflix. When the game first came out. And I'm like, look, it's hard. Even for me, it's hard. You're gonna die a lot. I want to play anyways. All right. Like 5 minutes later, I don't want to play this game anymore.
Oh man, you must have been laughing your head off too.
I told you. I
told you. I would have been like, hey man, why'd you play a couple more times? Why'd you play a couple more times just watch you get really upset?
Yeah. They do like the cartoon though. They watch that.
Hilarious, man.
Yep. And so Elden Ring, huh? I haven't picked it up, man. I got too many other games.
Yeah, I got too many games to play. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't, because you say you haven't played anything.
I have too many games to play, and I haven't been playing them anyway. So there you go.
So your Xbox has no games.
Mine has lots of games that I ain't been playing them. There's so many. I don't know what to pick.
No, the problem is they have too many damn games.
It does, for real. Yeah, no.
But the thing is, that's not a complaint, despite how that may sound.
Right?
No.
Like,
I still get jackasses sending me DMs or messages on my videos like, your Xbox doesn't have any games. It's like, dude, grow up already, man.
That's all they have to do. Wow.
Say, let it go already, man.
So that's the difference. See, when you have games, you don't have the time and the energy to have to sit there doing jackass tactics like that.
Yeah. It's
Pathetic.
just stupid.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. But besides the one I was before we got into Elden Rings, I said I was playing Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy 7, and then Resident Evil Village. I started that up. That was good. And I didn't know it was a continuation of the last one of Biohazard.
Oh yeah, it's a continuation of 7. Yep, it's the same dude. Yep.
Same guy, Ethan. And man, that lady is tall.
Yeah.
I can't say her name, but damn,
lady domestic. I can't do it. Let's just say that's a big. I'm gonna say
that's a tall drink of water.
If she wasn't a demon, I'd be like, "What's up, girl?"
That's a tall drink of water right there.
I'm like, that dress looks mighty good on you, lady.
And I'm 6'4", man. She's gonna make me feel like a Muppet. No thanks.
That's a little too much woman.
That's a lot of woman.
Like, hey. It's not a problem.
Like, I don't know.
I'm just not gonna look right.
Like, I don't know, sick. I think that's a little bit too much of a meal for you there, little fella. Maybe you should get the kids version.
The whole plate.
You should get.
I don't have to eat the whole plate. I ain't gotta eat the whole plate. I ain't gotta eat the plate clean.
Right.
I'll finish it in the morning or something.
Be like SpongeBob, but you never finish the whole thing, so you get tired.
She has 3 others that are normal size, so yeah. But no, it's a good game. I don't know if who's this guy? Gook a Wild. What's up, man? And Erok is here too. Yep, it's a great time to be on Team Green.
What up, fellas?
It is, man, definitely. What else? Oh, so we talked about Game Pass. It's awesome that we're getting some more games here. I will try out Young Souls, Final Fantasy. I've already played Guardians, but like I said, man, if you guys haven't played it, you guys need to play it. It is good.
I've seen a few gameplay videos of that Young Souls, and it looks like it's pretty good. I'm gonna definitely be trying it out.
Is it?
Basically, more or less, I want to say that what it almost comes off as by looking at the gameplay is you're familiar with Dragon's Crown.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dragon's Crown is basically, I want to say it's like a more modern age, like Golden Axe, where you have a beat 'em up.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Dungeons and Dragons game that Capcom made those two.
No, Capcom. Yeah, Capcom didn't do that one. They Dragon's Crown was done by Atlas. And
I know, but I'm saying it's like the games that Capcom had made, the two Dungeons and Dragons arcade.
Here's the trailer for it.
Oh yeah, like the Dragon, yeah, So they're beat 'em ups, but you have looting that like loot drops and stuff, and you can upgrade the characters.
Oh,
their weapons.
So stupid.
Their skills.
There it comes.
Their abilities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so this is pretty much like that.
This does look pretty good.
Hey, somebody's talking about what's the next Street Fighter multi-platform, of course.
It better be, because Capcom doesn't learn their mistake. Yeah, they don't learn that.
No, see the dude who spearheaded that, the one who was in charge of Street Fighter 5, he already got booted. So he no longer works for Capcom.
Yeah, but it was
that's exactly correct. He was the old gatekeeper and prevented it from. He took the money. He basically took the deal. He took the money, took the deal, allowed Sony to put the money out for it. But there was an issue going on because the bet was, Sony didn't realize that game, when they made it actually slower than Ultra. Okay.
Yep.
And a lot of the Street Fighter fans came off that Ultra. It was more fast paced. It was kind of just perfect. I don't want to say fast paced to make it seem like it was just galactic, but the fighting timing on Ultra was perfect. It was flawless.
Yeah.
And so when they made that, right. And so when they made that Street Fighter 5 version, they first of all, they made it for PC and PlayStation. The PC version, of course, if you got your stuff customized right, it will go higher than that 30 frames per second, which gave it that ultra feel, But on PlayStation, it stayed at 30 frames. It was slower. The timings were slower, and the AI was dumbed down severely. I remember going to GameStop, and I was before the game came out. I went in there, and I was just tapping the kick button, and I went all the way to the end. I came out and put it on I can't remember if it was Facebook or Twitter, and was like, "Yo, you don't have to do anything. This game is crazy. You just tap the button." Now, this is a true story. This is a true story. The very next day, it comes out, and some guy, I don't know if it was on Twitter, but I think y'all remember it because it went to the gaming articles. He had his little baby, and they were playing the game, and the baby won, beat the whole entire game. He showed it. Tech, it was hilarious, and that's what people was like. That. Right, you remember that shit?
Yeah. I remember now. Wow, how did I ever forget about that?
I went nuts because I was like, I told y'all, because nobody believed me, and I was like, I told you, this is crazy. And that's when I think when that guy put it out there like that with his baby, people started to question it. You mean, wait a minute? So and then they lied about it, right? They didn't tell you that it wasn't going to have a story. See, the problem was gamers found out about it. When you let us find out something about it, that's not good. The best thing to do is come on out, whether a game is finished or not, and say it. It's better that you say it than to not say it, and then people were expecting something. They were expecting the story. They didn't have the story. They didn't have classical fighters. They didn't even have Sagat in there. He came way down the line. How do you know?
Street Fighter V was a disappointment.
It was a disappointment.
The content would come all late. Every update you would have to download on your system. It didn't matter if you had it on PlayStation or PC.
What's up, Erok?
Okay, so you would have the download that you do on your download, right? And then you launch your game, and it has to sit there and process some shit as if it's downloading all over again. It's basically like it would have to download twice every time. That's why I've rarely played the game. Like I already disliked it, and it took longer. Every time you wanted to play the game, there was another download to sit through. I never really got to play it.
I feel you on that. And then the big problem. I hope Tech is okay. You know we got to mess with him. Tech's okay, right? He's back. Okay, just.
I'm good, man.
We ready to call 911, Tech.
Nah, man, I'm just coughing, trying to get this drainage out, man. Sucks.
Nah, man, get better, man. Just make sure you keep a tab on that. You know, don't want no pneumonia or nothing, yo. Make sure you drink plenty of your Dr. Pepper, bro.
That's right. Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper and eat enough Taco Bell. You know, you be okay.
Don't mess around and become patient zero now. We don't want no zombie. we don't want no 12 monkeys mess going on here.
Right. No, but Sony, going back to Street Fighter, Sony, I wouldn't say cocky, but they were overconfident. Put it like that. They thought that automatically fans would run to it and it would get 1 million sales. Remember, that was the deal. See, we didn't know this until it didn't happen, remember? But the deal was it had to sell over 1 million or 2 million at least. You know, they wasn't going too big, but they was like, listen, if it gets over 1 million or 2, we'll keep funding it for you. Because Capcom was in a tough spot during that time. And so it came out.
Yeah, because that was before Monster Hunter World came out.
Yeah, before. Right, way before. Yeah, they were down and out. They were trying to, get on their feet. It was we don't know what you remember. Look.
Because all the money we were making with Street Fighter made no sense, and a couple other games, but they had a couple.
Yeah, they hadn't made a breakthrough yet. Exactly. It was like Street Fighters and these other little games were Band-Aid in their bank. Exactly. Let's just put it like that. And so Sony was like, okay, well, listen, we're the #1 marketing console brand out here, so we'll make a deal. If it hits 1 or 2, we'll fund the rest of the stuff, and we'll keep y'all going. So Capcom was like, okay, they were in need of help, so they took it. What happened was the way they designed it. You remember, this is the game that I said was the beginning of the secret of the westernizing characters. Basically, what we would call, in my culture, whitewashing. And I ain't even trying to get Erok started, but he knows what I'm talking about. We'll get Erok up in here, and he's probably laughing at it, but it's whitewashing. It ain't nothing to it's real, right? They were trying to westernize their characters. And so Sony was like, look, we want to get the demographics. We want to change up the demographics of how these characters look, make them look more. It was kind of weird, man, because what you're seeing today with Sony, you can see it because Cammy is supposed to be sexy, bro, right? Cammy's sexy, all right? Everything about Cammy is sexy. And she's a top-notch espionage spy, right? She's on that snake crap, the Metal Gear level type stuff. She's a badass, right? And so they made her look more butch. And what I'm saying is more masculine. They made her features look more, she didn't look attractive, and they kind of overdid it with her muscles, because Cammy was
actually everybody looked like that because
they did.
And I sort of kind of wanted to blame the Unreal Engine, except for the fact that there are countless Unreal Engine games that don't have that look. It was like everybody looked like they were a Gears of War character all of a sudden.
Yeah,
buff like that. Everybody.
Right. The reason why that looks nice too, man. I like this right here. Oh, they showed the classic cut, the Dragon Punch cut. That's nice, going all the way up. That's it, man. And see, that's what I got
Mayor Cody.
Well, see, he was overconfident against Ryu. He caught him slipping because that's the one thing he didn't know he had. But anyway, I like how they did that. They still putting that out there. That's dope. But we didn't say that, right? We didn't say that. This type of stuff came out of the Japanese culture, right? They started complaining, what are you doing with our characters? And they had the right to say our characters because that game had been over there for years, since the late 80s. And they was like, we're not going to support this. If you're not going to represent our culture, then we're not going to support it. And people thought they were playing. But when that report came out, and what was it? Sick, false, tech, shit, or we'll call it the chit chat too. It's chit chat too. That's what we call it over here on Tech Show. Chit chat too. Hey, listen, chit chat too. The chatterbox. I like that. There you go. The chatterbox.
That works.
I like that. Okay, and everybody in the chatterbox, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sold almost 500,000 copies. And that was worldwide, and it was like 500 copies. I think JayRock's trying to get in. JayRock, go into the group chat. Yeah. It's in the group chat.
It was definitely lower amount than people thought, especially coming off of Street Fighter 4.
What's up, JayRock?
Right, and when we saw those numbers,
what's up,
Tech? When we saw those numbers, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was even blown away. Like, are you kidding me? And then the months went by, and it still didn't get up. It didn't even go up. Yeah. I was like, yo, what?
Street Fighter kind of.
Look at Akuma. Look at Akuma.
You said it need a blue
like
pill?
A damn lion, bro. See?
Here the thing about it, here's how you knew something was up.
How do you
mean it didn't go up?
Right. Like how do you like a knee? How do you like a knee in the small of your back, nigga?
It wasn't going up. What, you need a blue pill?
Yeah, and so when those
here's how you knew. Here's how you knew though.
When those numbers
Here's how you knew. Here's how you knew. Hang on a second, Legal. Here's how you knew though, because every year since Street Fighter, actually Super Street Fighter, because I was like 6 to 8 months after the original release, right? Yeah. Ever since that game was out, the Evo main match at the end, right, was always Street Fighter 4. That was the last thing they did. Okay, it got to a point where it was even on ESPN Live, right? That last.
Whoa, who's that one?
That last, match, for the championship of Street Fighter. Every year, gamers would watch it. If you didn't watch fighting games all year, you would watch Evo to see the Street Fighter 4. Everybody did it. Everybody did.
If you didn't, you went to YouTube and watched the fights afterwards. That's true.
Right. When Street Fighter 5 came out, it was already dead. It was pretty much dead instantly. Like Street Fighter.
It was,
4,
bro.
Ultra Street Fighter 4,
really.
that last year, right? After 5 was already out. That was the last year when it had any kind of interest.
Point. I remember that. As a matter of fact, they went back to Ultra.
Yeah, they went back to Ultra.
They went back. I was like, damn. And the number never got to 1 million. So we started wondering, what the hell is wrong with this thing?
It did
And
eventually.
then that's when you saw
and that's not good for a Street Fighter.
It was never, dude. It blew our minds away. But then,
especially
what
after
happened
4,
was when
so
the
successful.
report came out that Capcom was needing help and they didn't have the money. And what was it? It was the investors, right? The investors put more money in to make the game. Sony didn't even help them, bro.
Nope.
That's why everybody was like, okay, we can understand when things are contractual. You know, we understand.
Oh, you talking about the leaked reports? That's what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about they literally didn't. When they stood by that contract, man, they did not help them. They had to go get money from.
The contract was, we give you this money to make the game, right? But we get the exclusivity. You can put it on PC too. Okay, fine, bet, right? So they make the game. Now Capcom needs help, but Sony is like, well, that wasn't in the contract. We don't have to help you for nothing.
Yeah.
And so they didn't.
They didn't.
And they just left them to hang like
right, just left them to hang. Now, what was funny?
Great.
Okay, Sony, I get that. Don't get me wrong. It's business, but the game is on your system, and it's only on your system.
You paid to have it there. You paid to have it there, but you just let them.
They don't care.
Rot on the.
They didn't care
on the tree. So they didn't. That's bad business. That was stupid.
That was right. That's right. I agree, Rock. And so that's when I said, leave it alone. Don't speak about it. Let this come back and haunt them. And so when Capcom put out a report that they had to go get money from the investors, they had to go and ask the investors to help them. And I think they put $2 million into it, and it helped them. They were able to get the story together. They were able to get things, and they kept it going. They finally got it into Evo and things like that. But now, dude, you think that game ain't gonna be multi-plat, man? And like you said, you don't think they're not gonna utilize that bad boy on the Series X? Ooh. Man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait, bro. Because Street Fighter, everybody knows when Street Fighter was at Evo, it was running off of Xbox Live. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
Street Fighter be home, man. When it comes back out, it'll be back home, and it deserves to be back home. And Street Fighter doesn't need to be prostituted. It needs to be everywhere.
And this time, it'll be cross-play against all 3 systems off bat. You already know.
Oh, you heard that?
Well, because think about it. They already had cross-plat play before between PlayStation and PC. That's the way forward. Not even Capcom can fight that. The fighting game community.
But how do you get it on? How do you? But that's up to Sony if they want it for PlayStation.
Listen, if they don't, everybody's gonna know it's Sony is the one that's holding it up. Everybody's gonna know. That's gonna look bad for Sony. So let Sony do it if they want. It's just gonna be another egg on their face, and they don't really do that right now.
That's true.
The thing is on a technical note though.
So Sony likes omelets, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on a technical note, if we're talking about like in actual competitive setting, and it does come to Series X, they're not gonna be putting PlayStation 5s up there. They're going to be using the Series X hardware because remember what I said.
Run that back, Tech. I like the girl from Brazil, bro. Go back, Tech. Is it me or am I tripping?
That's a chick.
This one?
Yeah. What about her?
Look at
right
that. Yeah, just keep it right there, bro.
This guy here
from Brazil, bro. I like that right there.
We got another Aloy moment.
Oh yeah, this brother's starving.
Like
right there.
But yeah,
right
so there. but the reason I was saying what I saying that is because remember King of the Fighters just came out, and everybody, especially the Japanese, are just speaking on how smooth and more tighter the controls are on the Series X and S.
Well, what's gonna happen then is listen, because Evo is not number one, it's not owned by Sony, but they have a huge cut. Okay, so they have a
it was a three-way investment.
Purchase. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have a say, but I think it's a controlling say.
Here you go,
right?
Lego.
Like
slow motion.
The other two has their back and basically agrees with whatever Sony says. So basically they can say whatever they want, right? But here's the thing about it. The fighting game community in and of itself will not accept that. They would rather go to PC, and they can't control them and tell them what to do, though. So if they want to use PlayStation as their system of choice, the FGC will just leave and do what they want instead. You're ridiculous, bro.
Oh, serious.
So they might
You're enjoying this too much.
Yeah,
because I slowed it down.
Tech is a sick puppy. Look at him.
Damn, I forgot about sick TEKNOBLAST and his sick ways, man. Golly, man, he's back on his sick ways, man.
Man.
That whole welcome to Brazil.
That's good.
Like you just got off the
Pause
plane.
it on Blanca. You don't want Blanca?
Why? Why would
shout out to my man Blanca, man. He was the first character I ever played on Street Fighter because I was a kid, and he reminded me of the Incredible Hulk, man, and I wanted to play him. Shout out to Blanca.
Oh, the first time I ever played it, man. The first time I saw the game, for some reason, like, cause I could, like, back in the day, we didn't have a lot of money, so like, I spent a whole day with my mom shopping all day, right? We get to a pizza shop to grab some pizza, and we're waiting for the pizza, right? And there's a Street Fighter machine there. I'd never seen the game before, right? For some reason, she gives me a quarter when I asked, which she never did, right? So I tried it, and I picked Ryu because I know who to pick, and Blanca was the one who whipped my ass, though. So maybe it was you,
wow,
young new legal who's playing who's playing as Blanca and whipping Ryu's ass. That Ryu was me.
Yeah, exactly.
We used to have a stop and go in my neighborhood, and we would bike ourselves over to the store, man. And the clerk hated, man, because it was just like we're making all sorts of noise and just, hey, can you give us some more quarters? I can't give you any more quarters. It's like, dude, give us another quarter. Fine, here's some more quarters.
Like that's when they put the machine there,
bro. Look, I was a bad kid, right? I was poor, man. Like, dude, you know what I'm saying? You find you come up with great things when you're poor, right?
No doubt,
man. Listen. Shouts to white kids when you was growing up. If you was around some white kids, man, and they knew how to get down, shouts to you, man. Shouts to you, because I have white friends, bro. They would come up with some crazy ideas. So one of them had this little drill bit. And y'all know what I'm going with this, right? So they
boy,
they would drill a little hole in the quarter and get a string and tie it. So when you put it in, you would just go down, because he had like an uncle or somebody that had a arcade machine and taught him. So if the quarter, as long as the quarter goes past this little opening thing, like a solenoid thing, to acknowledge that the quarter went in, right, you pull it back out. But if it goes past that and the door shut, then you can't get the quarter back out. So you would have to put it in there, wait for it to go, and you
little criminals. Look at this dude here, man.
You know what worked for me? There was a little grocery store called Rice over where I used to live in downtown Houston, and they had the game Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, but they had Mario Brothers.
Okay.
Right?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And what I would do is I would take nickels, and somehow it had the metal slots, so it kind of like angled up. I don't know if you remember those kind of slots.
Okay.
Where you put your quarter in. I would take nickels and like shove it like really fast to the slot, and it will kick off the game, and your nickel will come right back out because it's not a quarter.
Right. Because you would hit that solenoid thing.
Yeah, you jab it in there, and somehow it set off the solenoid, and the nickel will kick back out. And I'm like, okay, well, I got a free game. And you keep throwing it in there, somehow it will eventually hit it.
Wow, straight criminals, I swear to God. Hey, do what you had to do, man.
Yeah.
Dude's been looking for a deal before Game Pass. Look at that.
Erok's like, I had no white friends. Erok, he's just an angry black man. That's why
no, he talking about back then, so he would have been like an angry black boy at the time.
Angry black
boy.
He's
just an angry little boy. What's good? Why is he so mad?
Why is this guy so mad? Man, don't be looking at me, bro.
Get on my face.
Get on my face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Erok didn't have them little white friends like I did in the south side of Philly. Nah, that wasn't going down like that, bro. Not in Philly, bro. What it say? What a beanie single? I'm from the mean streets of Philly.
Wasn't happening in Brooklyn either.
Yeah. I'm where they will smack you silly. I'm from the mean streets of Philly. Oh, boy. Beanie Siegel. Shout out to Beanie Siegel, man. Shout out to Freeway, Beanie Siegel, and Erok X, man. What else is from Philly? The Pittsburgh Pirates. The Phillies, right?
Oh, the Phillies? No, the Phillies. Yeah, the Phillies are from Philadelphia.
The Phillies.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Phillies, man.
And then you got the Philadelphia Flyers. hockey?
Facts.
Yeah. The 76ers, where James
The
Harden's at now.
76ers, shout out to Dr. J, baby. Without Dr. J, the NBA would have made no more money, bro. Facts. Dr. J single-handedly made the NBA what it is. Facts.
See, Sixers.
Dr. J's the only dude that left the
I
ABA.
gotta say, he's got the line for me. Facts. That's what it is.
Right. Dr. J is the only dude that left the ABA to go to the NBA to make the NBA more money. Facts.
We lost JayRock there for a second.
Oh, he's back.
JayRock, what's good, baby? You quiet today. What's good?
Nah, man, I just came in, join in on the conversation, see what's going on.
I'm just hanging out. Well, since we're talking about
my boy Tech.
JayRock pulled a fifth man, brother man from the fifth floor on you, Tech.
Brother.
He just came through the window.
He just through the window.
Yeah, just coming, brother man. I'm just,
JayRock,
I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I remember, brother man.
What he say? I'm just in the refrigerator trying to find me a sandwich. Don't mind me. I just looking for attention.
I'm just chilling.
Now I'm gonna have to start looking up some episodes of Martin.
Yo, we gotta get brother man from the fifth floor up in here, bro. That joke used to kill me, boy. In the middle of the show, and they would always get him when you was deep in the show, and then all of a sudden.
Oh, and then he would get the head nod when he leave. He get that little head nod when he leave. He lift his head up real quick.
Yeah, do the head nod. Yeah, like I'm out.
Peace.
I'm just looking for a sandwich. Boy, that boy used to
Sugar
kill
sandwiches.
me.
What was kind of sandwiches was it?
Like
something like that.
Like brother man, I know good and well you was not using my shower.
Facts.
Come out with his robe and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, shout outs to Martin Lawrence, man, for 30-year anniversary of Martin is coming back, man.
Is it?
And shout
it's been that long?
Shout out to Miss Arnold, because you looking fly out here now, Pam. Man, Pam aged real well with wine, didn't she?
What's her name did? What's her name did? What's her name did? What's her name did not?
Yeah, Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell, man. You know,
Tisha Campbell should have stopped running her mouth. Maybe that wouldn't have happened. Oh well.
She been through some things, but you're right, man.
Tisha, you know what I saw recently?
Like Shanae will tell her, you tore it up from the floor up.
That had Tisha Campbell was kidding that house party.
Yes.
Oh, bro. Yeah, boy.
Dude, that never gets old.
No. Hey, Tisha Campbell from School Days.
Computer stop.
Never gets old. Yo, shout out to Spike Lee. Spike Lee, you wasn't nothing but a pimp. You was a pimp director back in your days. And man, I tell you, boy, we sure got a chance to see some of them. Shout out to Spike Lee. Do the right thing, baby. Do the right thing.
How do we end up here?
Spike ended up with all the latest youthful black sisters in his movies, man. I was like, how's this dude getting them? And they would always have a scene. I'm like, how's this dude getting them?
It's got to be the shoes.
It's got to be the shoes, bro. It's got to be the shoes.
Yeah, how did we even end up here, yo? That's what I want to know at this point.
Yeah, I'm only watching Martin. I'm only watching Martin for Pam, bro. Sorry, I don't care about Cole. I don't care about Tisha Campbell.
Cole, you better get your hand away from there. Oh, I thought it was the dip. It's not.
Yeah, Cole be cracking. Cole was stupid, bro. Cole was stupid, man.
Everybody has a cold in the group.
Yo, I can't wait to see Jerome, bro. You got to bring Jerome back.
Jerome in the house. Watch him now.
Yeah, you're right.
Jerome.
Yo, speaking of Jerome, is our homie in the chat? I guess not.
Not today.
Not today. Oh,
not today. He must be busy over there doing this.
He's a player from the Himalayas.
Facts.
Hey, since you guys were talking about Japanese stuff, give it up to Xbox, man. Outsold the Xbox One.
Speak on it.
That's a good achievement.
Yeah,
good achievement, man, for them.
It really is, and the best thing about it is there's no sign of slowdown whatsoever. So all Philly and the boys got to do is they just like a good dealer. They just got to keep supplying them. Just keep the street supplied.
Yep.
Keep them.
And as we well,
one of those Japanese guys sounding like one of us. He's talking about, the Xbox Series X could fully utilize my television. Look at all the checks.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw
That
that.
was beautiful, bro.
Speak
That
on
was
it.
beautiful. Yep. That was beautiful, man.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of that every day now,
man.
too.
Deep down, I'm still a hater because I got that one check that ain't checked off. Legals got to get up on that last check, man. I got to get
With
that
the Dolby
last
Vision
check.
120?
Yeah.
Samsung don't do that. They wanted to do their own thing, man, but Dolby Vision is what it was. Like, come on.
Facts, bro. I'm telling you right now, LG 42-inch looking real nice right now.
Yeah, they got a 42.
I'm thinking about removing this monitor, putting it there, boom, and then getting me a 55.
But it costs more than the 55, actually.
Get the 75. Get the 75.
But it costs more than the 55, actually, for some reason.
What?
Yeah, I think it's because of the.
It's high demand, bro.
Well, it's that too.
Get it.
It's that too, but I think it's something about it. It's more complex to make it that size.
Yeah, that's facts. And
like
to
that,
give it
right?
native,
So,
yeah, that's crazy. The technology for it, yeah.
Get the 75-inch, man.
So
if you're gonna
get
go
the
big,
man, I don't want a 75-inch.
Because when I bought my C10, I was trying to get the 48. That's what I had intended to get, but it wasn't out yet. The 55 and 65.
Hey, once you go 75, man,
the
you
money
don't
in
go
my
back.
pocket.
Yeah.
The thing about anything that big though, tech is like I mean you can't put things that like that anyway.
Start thinking, man. Hold on, Boston. Look at him. Hold on, Boston.
Conversation going crazy,
bruh.
They talking inches now.
Yeah, you know,
75 inches, man.
There's certain things you gotta say.
If you can't handle 75, man, get out of the way.
Man, look, ain't no woman trying to handle that. Woman look at you. Woman look at you and tell you get the heck away from her. Like, what are you, a horse?
Your woman out there in the windy day sounding like a milk jug. Just
yo, you gotta love the next show, bro. You get over here like straight fools. You jive.
Your woman out there sounding like a milk jug on a windy day. Just close them legs, baby.
Yo, Xbox Series, you doing big in Japan, baby. Keep it up. Keep it up, man.
We need to get one of these Japanese people to come on the show. We need to reach out to them.
Yeah, a bit of a language barrier.
Back. I go get my daughter from work real quick.
With someone that knows English.
Listen, soon I purchased Guardians of the Galaxy. Now it's on Game Pass. Soon I'm gonna become a Game Pass only gamer.
Oh,
I know, man.
Dude,
I said the same thing.
There's a lot of there's a lot of the Japanese guys on Twitter. They're happy about that. They're like, oh, I'm going to play it now.
Yeah.
So that was actually a shocker. I wouldn't have even thought they'd even be interested in something like
Guardians
that.
Of
But
the Galaxy, yeah.
Yeah, so they're talking about, oh, it's coming to Game Pass, and they're like,
hey man, they watch American movies and all that, man. They know who the Guardians of the Galaxy are. Don't get it twisted, man. Our stuff is everywhere, all around the world. We're from America, and it's just like, we're spoiled like that. But our content is everywhere. It truly is. So
except for Russia. Except Russia, that it got pulled from them.
Get up to the Ukrainians, man. There's some
man, gangsters, man, straight gangster. I like how the Ukrainians doing that to Russia, bro.
I'm serious. I mean, just at a street corner doing the Slav squat and everything with cigarettes and cigarettes and booze and everything. And
you saw the one that picked up a landmine and just tossed it to the side.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
Get out of my way.
Hey, Peter, what is this? What is this?
I like the one where the tank broke down and the guys drove up and like, hey man, you want us to tow you back to Russia or what?
Right, I saw that.
I mean, it's terrifying and everything, but it has its Hogan Heroes moments.
It does, man.
But I mean, but y'all saw the one little video clip where those like 3 people got burned alive or something.
Yeah, the explosion. Yeah.
So
they block Facebook and Twitter out there in Russia and other things like that, so they can't see. They're not even reporting, all the protesting that's happening out there in Russia. They're not talking about that on the news. Not over there. We see their feeds. We see what's on RT and all that stuff.
Come on, man! You're talking about hurting their ratings, man. That's important to them. That's that's more precious than water.
So from what Erok is saying, PlayStation fans apparently hate Guardians of the Galaxy now because it's on Game Pass.
Oh, now they hate the game. Oh man, but
But one funny thing I want to say, because I wanted to mention this in relation to Elden Ring, but now it's a better time. But yo, man, and I'm just gonna say it like this, I'm seeing gamers, no matter what flag they fly, looking real silly over Elden Ring. We're looking real silly. Both sides were saying some real sus things. When at first it seemed like, like it was going to be the game that the Xbox, fans would sit there and wave as, hey, look, it runs great on Xbox. And then all of a sudden, of course, in opposition, you got these PlayStation fanboys, saying, we don't even like that game anyway, right? Up until we find out that the peak frame rates, with no patch and nothing, was better on PlayStation. All of a sudden, they like the game again. And there was a couple of sus Xbox guys, of course, doing the opposite, saying, that game is whack, blah, blah. Yo, listen, I'm going to say it to all games. I don't care what flag you wave, what system you rock. This clown shit needs to end. It's just corny. I don't care what system you rock. I don't care. Stop talking crap about good games because it's on a opposing system, or even when it's on everything except Nintendo, right? Because it's not performing the best on your preferred system. It's still a dope game and more people are getting to play it. What are you mad about? I'm tired of that shit, yo. It's so freaking frustrating.
Come on, man. They're mad because they got to share. You talking about people who grew up never having to share, unless their mama smacked them in the back of the head, saying you better split that cookie with them.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about that. It seems, man. It's a man.
I definitely know about that.
And it's definitely not any one platform either. It's just a certain age group. I think they just have no accountability, no nothing.
That's legal over there, man. He's picking fights with everybody.
Nah, man. It's just gamers in general just acting like real clowns. I've just noticed, bro. Particularly when it comes to Elden Ring. But we've had many examples in the past, though. But this is just the one ridiculous one, I feel.
I can see legal starting somebody throwing a chair across the room.
Hey,
like Starfield could be anywhere in the world, but it won't be on PlayStation.
Be anywhere in the world.
Yeah, what Erok is saying is true, though, man. They're gonna hate from cradle. They don't care. It's mindless. It's just mindless now, bro.
Hey, isn't Tunic supposed to come out this month?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
My bro, who talking about Elden Ring? That copy and paste nonsense over there.
This guy.
Same as opening as Demon Souls, man. I want to hear it. Lazy ass dubs.
I never played Demon Souls before, so I don't know what the difficulty is.
Well, I'll put it like this: if you're playing Elden Ring, you're covered. You're good.
Yeah. It's the best. Well, it seems like anyway. I haven't played it. It seems like the best version of what they had before, basically.
Yeah, the smoothest. Yeah,
all their best ideas, minus the smoothest. But it's looking like on PC at very least that they finally got it. So if they figured it out on PC, it's probably coming, to console real soon. If not, by tomorrow. Or something.
Elden Rings with interdimensional beings. You got the same characters from fucking Demon Souls making the same appearance throughout every IP. I go to Sekiro. Here this nigga. This nigga with the same animations. I go to a new IP. I find the same nigga with the same animations.
It's the same thing that happens in the Demon Souls remake. Everybody's like, the animations are better. No, it's the same animations from the
same
PS3
shit.
No, JayRock, hear me out. They're different because J.R. Martin wrote for them.
No wonder he still hasn't finished his books.
Now they're extra special.
Over. Right, I get it.
Right.
He still ain't finished the books. Okay, the HBO series is done. Right, we've seen the ending because of the series. He still ain't done with the books. Now we see why.
Right, they had to do something. But listen, that Game of Thrones fell off hard after season 6? Woo. That thing plummeted.
Maybe it's Sony's fault. Or it's Namco's fault. They plucked them away.
I was like,
books like he should have been.
Erok over here.
But
the Elden Ring, if you touch water, the dude dies instantly. Like it's 2006.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing
from 1986. Remember Mario Brothers, man? If you went up above ground level, touch the water, you dead.
Dead.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing about Elden Ring, which I'll say and I'll leave it at that, is that as far as a soul style game goes, they definitely were trying to make something that was more somewhat accessible to like more people. And so far, so what we are seeing. So they do
have some improvements. They do have some improvements, and I respect that. What I don't respect is them taking years of doing new IP and giving me these same ass characters and animations. I'm like, damn. I understand. There's only you can only swing a sword so many ways, but god damn, this nigga doing the same shit for 15 years.
Literally the same animation, yeah. From the PS3 era.
From the PS3, you can't tell me that they can't do not one improvement.
Oh, JayRock, you supposed to be about recycling, man. Come on, save the world.
Save the world.
Yeah, they're more like hack the planet. I swear to God.
Speaking of that, y'all saw that? Just real quick, y'all saw that tweet where so-called anonymous called themselves going after Russia and then turned around and got hacked.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, anonymous.
Yeah, people just use that name nowadays. It's not really them.
Yeah, they called themselves threatening Russia, saying that we're going to take down your systems. And of course, when we talk about hackers and stuff, it's like, man, don't try to size up against the Russians, dude. The Russians and
Vladimir, #1 Russian hacker, will come after you. You don't want that.
A KGB spy and all that.
FSB, you mean? Yeah, you don't want none of that.
You don't want that.
They had they had to turn and pull a Cobra Commander screaming retreat.
You don't wanna fuck with Shady. Why? Cause Shady will fucking kill you.
like, this plan didn't work out exactly as I was thinking it would.
No. So here's Tunic, man. Yeah. I'm ready for this game.
Yeah. So somebody asked him if it's going to be on Game Pass. They said nope.
Yep, it's not.
He said, "I'll wait. It's coming."
Yeah. Hey, man, the game is still dope. I'll buy it day one. It don't matter.
Right.
It just has to be something I'm really waiting for, like that much. Like I never played Guardians of the Galaxy, and I never was gonna. But now it's on Game Pass. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, just like with the you're missing out. You're missing out.
You're missing
out.
That's
what I heard. That's what I heard. And like I said, I'm gonna try it. But it's just like the first movie, right? I heard all these things that I'd never seen a trailer. I'd never seen nothing, right? I didn't care to go look. Nothing in me said, "Oh, I gotta do this because I'm hearing everybody else is doing it." I didn't care when we were in the. I'm sure it was a fine movie, and if I ever did watch it, I would have liked it. Which is exactly what happened. I was at a friend's house. He had the 3D glasses and everything. He puts the movie on, but he's fiddling with his glasses because his glasses aren't working and mine are. So that first scene, I saw it like 6 times before he finally got it working. And the whole time I'm mad. I'm like, all right, I'm finally in the movie. I gotta see the first part 6 times. Let me get to the movie now.
He spent the first hour watching the first 6 minutes.
Yeah. On that whole part where he goes in, he's dancing around, he's kicking the things, he gets the orb, and then he gets captured by that dude, and he runs out, and it explodes, and he lands in the ship. Yeah, I saw that whole scene like 6 times, and I just wanted to see the movie. So with this game, I feel like, bro, it's on Game Pass now. I'll finally play it. Everybody can leave me alone for not playing it. All right, I heard it's a great game. I'm sure it is, but sometimes, you're just not gonna fuck with something just because you're not gonna. It's nothing against the game. You probably admit that it's good, and if you had the time and interest, you try it. But now I finally will, and thanks to Game Pass, and that's the common story about Game Pass. Like, a lot of people are trying games that they never had planned to, or at least wouldn't have spent their own money on it. But now it's on Game Pass. Hey, now they'll try it. And these games are getting money because people are playing it, depending on whatever contract they got.
All right.
So it works. Nice. Hey, Game Pass is saving Square Enix once again.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, it's amazing all that. It's amazing all that saving, but yet keep breaking us off with nothing but table scraps. I hear you. You're like, we won't give you the tentpole stuff.
It's all right though, because their bad choice is gonna screw them, because Sony ain't got the money to keep paying like this all day and then not win.
It's like Phil sitting in a chair. His legs crossed, and he's just got this evil grin on his face, and he's like, "I can do this all day." Sooner or later, you're gonna run out of oxygen. You got to come up and breathe. You have to come out that water to breathe.
You can lay down. That's what's gonna happen. Eventually, they're gonna have to have. Well, they have Spartacus, right? Their whole thing they do in the PlayStation now.
Oh my god!
But listen,
Spartacus.
The reaction to it won't be so great, and what they're gonna do is finally put their first party day and date. That's the only time it will ever do any good. And once that happens, they're screwed anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Another thing is whether they like it or not, they're gonna have to consider. They're gonna consider doing day and date on PC.
It's funny they charge their user base for online access, and they don't give them no online games. Like the audacity of these people.
You don't even have cloud saves unless you pay. A lot of people didn't know that you have to pay for some of their cloud saves. It's ridiculous.
Hey, guys,
Xbox
give it up
to Xbox 360.
Yeah, hey guys, also give it up for paid demos. Great stuff.
Right.
Love it. Awesome stuff.
Paid demos.
Beautiful.
Game trials.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we had that on Game Pass. Not Game Pass, Xbox Live Arcade. Okay, if you like the game, you got to the part where the demo was over. Hey, you can pay for the game right now and continue right where you left off with your save and everything.
And see,
you don't even have to leave the game.
The thing is like word is also is that demos are coming back. That's supposed to be one of the hallmarks of xCloud is that you won't have to load anything. You just stream it off xCloud, and if you like it, you buy it.
And boom, your save is there because it's all in the cloud anyway.
Yeah, your boy is back in the hizzow for shiz on my nizzles.
It's good to have you back, Liga. You could have been anywhere.
That's it, baby.
He's like, he could have been anywhere, but instead he's home in the comforts. He's in the comforts of his own home.
Kids, man,
sipping hot chocolate.
These kids, bro.
Yo, Liga, you heard the rumors of the new Switch? The new Switch coming out?
Oh my. Come
on,
that
whole NVIDIA leak. Yeah, it proves everything that we thought we knew was right after all. Wow, ain't that crazy?
Oh man, that's Kim.
Lemon's gonna have a trip with that one. Lemon's gonna have a trip with that one too, because
give me the word.
He kept talking the whole time.
Talk to me.
As soon as the Steam Deck reviews start dropping, here they come talking about a control leak.
We got this.
Right.
We got
no, that's not what happened. What happened? See, NVIDIA got hacked. In case you didn't hear. Right, so their source code, a lot of stuff got out there, and and by the by, don't think that all of a sudden AMD's, and Intel's ray tracing and all that other stuff is going to massively improve all of a sudden because their source code is leaked. That stuff is radioactive to anybody who's actively competing with NVIDIA. So I just want to put that aside, okay? But anyway, so. With this leaks was a lot of inside information about stuff that NVIDIA's been working on, including what we knew all along about the new Switch, right? That was supposed to have the DLSS to upscale all that. All those rumors that we thought was wrong because they came out with Switch OLED instead of upgraded Switch, looking like it was all real and correct after all. So just now that the Switch,
just not in the OLED,
right now that the OLED is out. But this is the actual, new processor with new features and stuff. And yeah, I think JayRock is a little right there. It's a little sus that all of a sudden now the Steam Deck info is out. Oh, and by the way, I'm not gonna have mine tomorrow. I'll have it Thursday.
Always
you're gonna have it Thursday?
Yeah. For some reason, FedEx isn't shipping it to me until Thursday.
The FedEx driver took the Steam Deck.
There's the source code. Man,
you gotta wait, man. Gabe is out there hand. Yeah, Gabe is out there hand delivering those, man. You gotta wait for it.
Yeah, well, that would be cool.
All right.
Yo, the code name is Drake.
Yeah, it was all real. It was all real all along. So, Lemon's gonna feel some kind of mea culpa with that because he was like, "I was right. It didn't happen. Y'all just talking. Y'all don't know nothing." Hey, the rumors, all those rumors were right all along. Ain't that crazy?
Yo, they're saying it's releasing in March, bro.
Maybe not, but it's something that they were working on. It could be something that doesn't even happen, like they're working on it and decided against it, but it is real. Will it actually be a product? Who knows? But this is proof enough. It's right from their source code and a terabyte of data leaks.
So. I just want a normal console, man. I'm tired of the gimmicks. I'm tired of Joy-Cons, and
I don't care if it's portable again.
I'm tired. I don't care about that.
Up to date performance wise. It will just never leave my house. That's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Or
that's ridiculous. You got phones more stronger than that thing.
Exactly.
They can have two versions. Just make a console version and make a handheld version. Like they did with the NVIDIA Shield.
Yeah,
you ever seen the Shield TV? It's the same hardware. It's just a TV box with the same chip that's in the Switch. Okay,
we've been waiting for this game for 50 years, bro.
That's all.
I don't even know what to say about this no more. How they gonna show gameplay but never show gameplay? How they showing all of this and we never seen none of this?
What, Tunic?
Yeah. Do you remember the demo? The demo just you walk up on the mountain thing, you hit it. That's all you do. Walk around. That's it. You don't see none of this. You don't do none of this. None of this.
I don't know. All this stuff got added.
So long to come out, man.
They've been adding a.
Hey, man, it's one person, right?
Well, is it? I mean,
yeah. I think it's either one person. It's a very, very small team.
Like
I think because I don't think it's one person. I think it's like probably three or five people.
Yo, I recommend them hire PHYERBOSS so we can get Tunic on out here, man. Come on. Yeah. I'm down for PHYERBOSS, man. Let's go. Y'all hire him so we can get this game going, bro.
Put PHYERBOSS to start crunching.
Like, I need you.
We'll give him crunch time, baby. Look what Erok said.
Like everybody, get your ass moving.
Erok said legal. They announced Tunic. He said legal. They announced Tunic back when we was in high school. I mean,
that's where instead of a CGI trailer, the guy just drew it on his loose leaf notebook paper and just flip
the pages.
Yo, wait a minute. Yo, go back. Look. There's things in this game. Yeah, go back right there. Watch this guy hit the foliage. Watch this. The foliage in this game reacts better than it does on Horizon Zero Dawn. Shows violence tonight. Watch this. Watch this.
Legal, but how about Elden Ring? I know.
Yeah.
Hey, but legal. That's probably why it's taking so long.
No, I got you. I know what you're talking about. Look. That was real. You see that? Foliage moved around. Dog, this game's on another level, bro.
PHYERBOSS said they got to pass the JayRock inspection.
That's why I said. That's why it's taking so long.
I tell you what, this game ain't
quality.
Yeah, they're already emulating the Switch, which I will be doing on my Steam Deck, but not on that first video. I'm gonna have more videos afterwards where I'm definitely gonna demo all that stuff.
Well, look, man, I'm glad you got something you're gonna like and enjoy, man. That's all, you know.
I told you, man. I told you, Gabe's bringing it to you. That's why you ain't see it yet, man.
I'm waiting. Rick Slayer knows what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that.
Like,
and I hope it's not a rumor, man. I hope it's true.
Oh, Game Pass on Steam?
No, not that. Oh, well.
No, that ain't happening.
That's happening. No, that's gonna happen, bro. Dude didn't open up his mouth. That's all. That's gonna happen. I'm not. That I have.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm just gonna,
come on. Come on now. Let me get this out.
I was gonna say this. Let me say this. All I'm waiting on is that Qualcomm device. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now the reason. All right.
So maybe. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. All right. The way it is right now, the way the Steam Deck is right now.
Let me get my textbook out.
Like nah, you don't need no textbook. Just get your phone. Just get your phone. Put in record. I'm that type of professor. I'll allow that. But nah. All right. Basically, it's like this. Think of it like this. All right. Gabe was only basically speaking on it, where he's just saying that, oh yeah, we wouldn't mind that and stuff like that. That'd be cool, because they asked, is Steam going to have its own Game Pass like service, which would make sense for it, because I mean, heck, you look at like what Google has with their apps, their app store and stuff like that. They got a subscription thing. Apple got a subscription thing, so it kind of makes sense, because that's the model that where everybody's going. But when it was brought to to Gabe, to his feet, he's like, no, we're thinking about that. But yeah, Game Pass, because you see how he quickly diverted that. He's like, yeah, but we can see Game Pass, coming on there and stuff. But
it's like this, bro. It's like this. In business, and we're not, listen, we don't run multi-trillion-dollar companies, but look, like I always say, man, you can always go to the streets with this stuff. Here's the drug dealer tactic, okay? We're going to the drug dealer tactic. Sometimes, if somebody else has already created the daggum fiends, all you have to do is just turn that corner. And if somebody else has already did the work, why do you have to do the work? You just get in there. Game Pass is already created, right? It's already there. So all Steam has to do is utilize it, just like how Microsoft's Windows, right, wasn't the best place for people to go and start getting in their games. Steam was where they were all at. It was a lot easier. They had their accounts there. They were used to it. And Microsoft had to concede to that. They was like, listen, okay, fine. They didn't have a problem with it. They wanted to just make sure the gamers over there on the PC side were going to be comfortable. So they're over there getting their 30%. Look, it's an easy hustle. It's not hurting him. That's 30%.
Okay. All right. Now see right there, you see there, you just illustrated what's going on. Okay, and you yourself know it yourself, and you said it yourself. Phil is no dummy. Now the way Gabe worded this, you got to catch
gets their money back. Ding ding, they break even. Holler back at me, PHYERBOSS.
Now let me finish. Now I sat here quietly. Now. All right. Now let me get this out. Now, the reason I'm saying it's not going to work the way we're thinking it's going to work is he's trying to put the ball in their court. He's making it sound to the press that, we'll work with them. But no, he's trying to shoulder all of that on Microsoft. All right.
Microsoft doesn't care. They'll do it gladly.
Here's the thing. As the Steam Deck is right now, is running a version of Linux. All right. Remember, they can't run Game Pass on that because of that. All right. Now there is supposed to be an update coming where you'll be able to dual boot Windows. That is how Game Pass will get on there.
But that doesn't need Valve to do, and that's coming anyway. We always knew that.
Yeah,
but don't forget, there's also the Chrome browser, which is already there. All you need is a browser, and there's a browser already. It's gonna have it day one. Okay. In fact, I'll demonstrate on the live stream just for you. It's there day one.
Okay. All right. Now, as far as it goes for it, Game Pass being on Steam itself. All right.
That's a further.
Now, the thing is, the 30% cut per subscribe per subscription.
PlayStation 5, even Steam Deck has a community. Go ahead, PHYERBOSS. I just had to say that.
Well, all right. So the 30% from each subscriber. All right, that's 30%. Away from Microsoft and stuff. But the thing is, you got to also look at the opening costs as well. They're gonna have, and there's other things. I mean, there's a whole layer of stuff that a lot of people don't really see, from the top, because as gamers, that's not our job. That's not our problem. That's not what we're here for. We're here to just, press play and, get started. But there's like a whole lot of like legal stuff, a lot of licensing. And remember, a lot of stuff that's on Game Pass is either like, time deals, time exclusives. And also there's also a lot of licensing stuff where it's like you have to get the person's permission before you put their game anywhere else other than what you agreed on. They might not want it on Steam, but they might already have it on Steam.
They might already have it on Steam, but that's simple to answer though, because because this is PC games we're talking about. We're not talking about the Xbox versions of games. We're talking about the PC versions of games.
What's up,
and those are already on the Microsoft Store and Steam. Most of these games are on both already. If they're not, usually it's because they're on Steam and not the Microsoft Store, not the other way around. That's not even going to be a problem. I don't think.
But then also another thing is that it may be a huge user base that's on Steam. There's no guarantee that you'll get a good majority of that user base. Because remember, a good chunk of people that are on Steam really do not rock with Microsoft. They don't care about Game Pass.
So that's not really true. PC, see, that's the thing with PC guys. Like, they talk of this rah rah rah, like they hate Microsoft and blah blah blah.
Oh no, see the thing is they love the games. But they don't want to touch Game Pass.
No, that's not true either. As a PC dude, I can tell you that's not true. PC guys looking at Game Pass like, oh, I see what's going on over there, because everybody is on every platform. Every way you play, every country, even Japan, as we've discussed. Okay, so let's not pretend like they're not looking over there with a little bit of envy, because I can tell you they are. As a dude who follows what PC heads are thinking and doing and saying, no, they are looking at that like, oh, okay. And a lot more of them have less issues with what's going on with PC and what Microsoft is doing, because they just, like what they just announced today, with the Game Pass PC thing. You could do your mods. You don't have to have, that whole thing was locked and you can't access the file system of the games and all this other wild stuff that you couldn't do before. It's basically equal to Steam now. So now the next thing is to have Game Pass, where it's just like EA Play, right? So how do you access, the stuff on EA Play on PC? They give you the EA app, and it's a special login. As soon as you do the Xbox thing, it automatically logs into that app, and that's where you're playing the game from. It'll be the same with Steam, where all of a sudden it just pops up on Steam because you're on Game Pass, and then you're playing the Steam version. But it'll already be worked out, and most of that is already worked out because those games are already on PC. This is not the Xbox version where the licensing is all crazy. It's already been worked out. It's highly likely. It just won't be day one.
All right,
it'll probably be sometime in the future.
All right, well, look, I'll leave it like this. We're not going to see Game Pass show up until that Windows update comes to the deck. That's the way I'm seeing it.
Probably.
But the thing is this: as far as the main side, the Linux side goes and stuff like that, I'm not seeing it coming, and I don't see no point in it, because remember, of the Activision, because here's what I'm getting at also. The Activision Blizzard buyout,
I think. Yeah.
What?
I think they're only going to do the cloud on the Linux side.
Well, that'll probably be about the only way they can do it.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm saying that there's no point, breaking off, chunks to Gabe, but it's not just so much as like breaking off 30% or anything like that. It's also the fact, because see, one of the things is when you are dealing with two different entities that have two opposing operating standards of ways of how they operate and stuff like that, you have to always spend so much time being at the table, going back and forth with each other. Mm-hmm. Why should Microsoft have to waste the time to do that when they could just give them the app to put on to make it downloadable for the Windows side when it's available? And also with the Activision and Blizzard acquisition, once that goes through, what service do they get that is practically almost on par with Steam? That has almost 28 million users.
That's why Valve wants that. That's easy money. That's easy money. Valve wants that.
And the thing is, if Microsoft get Battle.net, why bother with putting stuff on Steam? Because you're looking at a service that is wholly yours to do whatever you want to do, and you don't have to sit there at a table parlaying with anybody.
They don't care about that. They just gave up the Bethesda app. They just gave up the Bethesda app. Everybody who has Bethesda games, okay, they're killing that app and they're transferring everybody over to Steam with their saves and everything. So if they just killed one, Battle.net could die next, but it has more use.
Okay, right. Newell came out and said it's more of a popular demand type thing.
Yeah.
So it's gonna if Game Pass comes to Steam Deck, it'll be because the fans of Steam prefer for it to be. It won't be because they want to put it on there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically how he's looking at it.
And that's how Gabe works. He does what people ask him after. No, it takes a long time of requesting, but because he wants to be sure.
Where's Half-Life 3?
3, exact. Episode 3 even, okay?
Because it just says right here. It doesn't sound like we're suddenly going to get Game Pass on Steam Deck, but at least Newell is open to this moving forward, because it's a lot more.
He's definitely a amenable dude. He's definitely a
I just hope Newell,
because the thing is, there's a reason why Phil ain't on the phone.
Newell, take your time, be slow about it, and let the Qualcomm come out so I can get it. and then the breakout.
I'll be running Windows too. There's
I'll feel justified.
Yeah, they have Windows 11 on ARM, like that video I sent you where it's on a 4-year-old phone, Windows 11 playing PC games with no conversion. That's a 4-year-old phone. Imagine something that's new. It could be ARM, but it had that translation thing, just like the Apple.
Yeah, because it says
M1
right here,
same thing.
Yeah, because it says right here on paper, Valve and AMD could theoretically add Windows drivers and run Game Pass as you would on a Windows PC.
Yeah,
but
it runs Windows already. Just
more
need the
complicated.
That's all.
Yeah, it says, but it sounds a little more complicated than that. So previously, Newell pushed back on cloud platform releases. We're looking at you, Sony, and said that PC's openness is its superpower.
Yes.
So that's the thing about it,
And that's the thing about it too. Is
and plus, if Microsoft is going to put any of their structures on your thing, it's got to be. It cannot be open. It's got to have some security to it. So that's another thing.
Well, they all have some kind of security to it. Okay, don't get it twisted. Just because it's on Linux doesn't mean obviously you can pirate games. Okay, and same with Steam. You can't just go and pirate games. Like, actually,
Linux is pretty good and locked down. It is.
It can be when it wants to be, but these games are Windows games. They're not Linux.
You got the thing is you got to know what the hell you're doing. That's
right.
That's the thing about it. That's where the learning curve with switching from Windows to Linux.
Excuse me.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. We went over your head.
Yeah, but long story short, like
I'm just a peasant.
There's a transition happening. So that Qualcomm device you're hoping for, it's actually like more of a test device. It's not a device that's supposed to become a product, but it's a platform they're making, that you can work off of that, one day have a product just like that. And guaranteed it's going to run Windows or Android, either one. Or maybe we'll have that Steam OS, which is also free, by the way. Put that on your own PC. But there's starting to be a union between the console and the PC where they work together, yet they're still independent and they still do their own flow, right? But you can transfer between one or the other and mobile whenever you want. And your saves come with you. It doesn't matter the differences of the platform. That's all handled in the background, but you're playing the same games how you want to play them depending on the platform that you're on at the time. And it's really not going to matter about if it's a console, if it's a phone, or if it's a tablet or some, special gaming handheld you have. And then, when you get home, boom, you dock it. And now you're playing your same game on the big screen with your save and all the progress you already had. That's the path we're on right now.
Yeah, we lost somebody.
Yeah, we lost JayRock.
Yeah,
there he is.
Man down.
Praise God. Praise God.
Medic.
This guy has the power to not only lay his life down, but he had the power to bring his life back. You see that?
Yeah, PHYERBOSS started talking all the technical stuff.
No man left behind.
Mm-hmm. I blame PHYERBOSS.
Well, we're gonna have to look.
Left behind, baby.
Hey, we're gonna look forward to 6 layers unboxing and live.
Oh yeah, man! I can't wait to see that.
Oh yeah,
man! That's the hold up.
You know what?
That's the hold up. Gabe is bringing it to you, bro.
I'm already predicting 6 layers show. Right? It's gonna be thorough, every little inch of detail. When y'all get through with that damn video, y'all are.
It's gonna be a 4-hour unboxing.
Oh,
bro,
yeah,
listen, I'm giving y'all an hour and a half, and then I'm dumping you guys so I can go play these games. The hell with all of y'all. No, I'm kidding. No, but realistically, maybe about an hour and a half. I'm not trying to have it too long. A lot of the the real information is already out there, but this is gonna be the point of view of just a gamer. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah. If Gabe is bringing it, you're gonna invite him in and do like an interview. bro. Like,
yeah,
first,
man,
first,
no.
First off, Gabe.
If you get down in there and put out them details, man, and it's worth, man. You never know, bro.
Yo, shout out to Gabe for knowing which console is the most powerful one.
I just want to ask you.
Remember when they asked him
delivering this in the Bronx?
You remember when they asked Gabe which one's the better console? He was like the Xbox.
Yep, he said it straight up.
Because it just is.
He didn't even say it with a joke on his face, bro.
Nah,
Straight up, utter confidence.
Because it just is.
Now,
Yeah,
How about- how about-
exactly
how about
what he
that
said.
how about that news anchor though? How about her response?
Right.
She looked she like she was about to fall out the seat. Like,
You know why? Because she was
why?
like, I just thought
You
my
know
kids
you
a
know why,
PlayStation
right? Because
5.
that was Mark Cerny in disguise.
Yeah, that's fire. Oh man,
Booker.
yo, when has
That's a
anybody seen
that's a
Mark
horrifying
Cerny,
thought.
bro? No, let's give a shout out to Mark Cerny. He just popped up and just said, "Isn't it a rumor?" He pops up and gave a rumor, right? And then went back in the shadows.
Is that what?
It was like it's not even justified yet. He just
No. On a serious note, has he come out at all after the launch?
he said something about he's working on.
Yeah.
Was it like new features or something? I'm like,
Yeah, he said he was working on something.
Shadows, bro.
And then there was one time before that when these whole SSD, when they finally had their SSD update on the PlayStation, and he announced, "Oh, this is the drive I'm going to use on my PlayStation. You know, the Western Digital. Like this is the one I'm going to use." And then he went back and they went back in the shadows again.
It went back in the shadows, bro.
That's right. That's right.
This guy, you got to give it to Noob Sabu. Mark Cerny, Noob Sabu. Give it up to him, bro. He knows how to work them shadows, bro.
Yeah.
Golly, man.
Wow.
Damn, I've never seen nobody like that before. He's got the easiest job, right?
Yeah, he does.
Every generation, Mark.
I
You
must
got
have blocked that
45
guy.
minutes.
I don't even see him in the
He
chat.
gets
Yo,
45
what up,
minutes
100?
for 8 years. You got the best job in the world. 45 minutes. Debut, 8 years later, 45 minutes. 8 years later, this dude is
I mean, they do what they do is they take them, they throw them out of cryogenic freezer.
Right.
Then
out of the
put them
This guy
they're
never
doing
ages. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
throw them in the microwave for a few seconds,
Bro.
and then put them back.
Bro.
Nah, they take them out of Boston Dynamics and put them right back. They just program what he got to say. That's why he talks like that.
Like,
With the
he's like,
PlayStation 5, we were talking to developers.
Dude said Mark
see what they
Cerny
want.
the greatest snake oil salesman since the Wizard of Oz.
hey JayRock,
Bro.
hey JayRock, they handle him like they handle their own IPs. They take them off the shelf for a while and then put them back.
Right, exactly.
Yo, it's for real, bro. This dude, you don't even see this dude. Dude, you don't see the guy.
Never.
I mean, he comes out, he doesn't. They give. Look, you know what, bro? Aaron Greenberg doesn't even get treatment like this.
Nope.
Microsoft doesn't even give my man Aaron Greenberg a platform. He doesn't come out in the beginning of the consoles and they say, "Okay, Aaron, you get 1 hour." Aaron comes out and just talks to us, and then he disappears. They don't even do it. Aaron Greenberg has to suffer throughout the whole generation. He has to stay on Twitter. He's got to go over here on Instagram. He's got to show himself. He's got to say something. Mark Cerny doesn't have to say anything. He gives 45 minutes.
Greenberg with this brass balls. You're like, are you sorry that PlayStation fans won't get that game?
We went with Liquid Metal.
You're like,
Yo,
nope.
bro. And here's the weird thing about it. Like
We went with Liquid Metal for optimal performance.
Liquid Metal, bro.
yo, and here's the thing about it.
That was, dude. There's PC users. Those PC users already shaking their heads when he opened his mouth about that.
I can tell you. But here's the funny thing about it. Like, if it wasn't for the pandemic, people would have really been like, yo, what the actual F? Where this dude at? He never shows up anywhere ever.
Yeah.
It's only because of the pandemic that people really aren't focusing on this. But it's really weird. You
weird,
never
bro.
see this dude.
You never see him. No.
He has nothing to say about anything. It's
Have
like
anybody
he knew he
seen
messed up and
Jim
he's been in the
Ryan?
lab the whole time.
Has anybody seen Jim Ryan and Mark Cerny in the same room?
Yeah, they're both trying to figure out how to hold controllers.
Realist.
Well, Jim,
Yeah, man. They're up at the McDonald's.
You have Mark
down
Cerny
the street from
explaining
me,
it.
man.
Jim,
But
Jason
no,
Ronald
really.
we designed a
Engineering,
DualSense
yep.
controller.
Jason Ronald can, and he does.
Yeah, that's what I'm
optimal
just gonna say.
language.
He even shows his face more than that. He's right.
Yes.
Jason Ronald,
Yes.
we've seen him. The
Jim,
great scribe. That's the
this
great
is how
scribe
you
of
should
ever.
I've actually talked to the dude. So yes, he is a lot more interactive than Cerny.
Yeah.
He's more interactive than anybody from the Sony side.
Oh, when he's all cooked up, man, he's ready to
And
interact
shout out
with
to my
anybody.
man. And shout out to my man David Prime too. That was on Direct Gaming, the one that's head of the hardware section of it. You know, Jason, he's like the opposite. He's the software, he's the hardware. So this dude, all the controllers, everything. Shout out to my man AK in the building. Shout out to my man, bro.
we talked to gamers and law enforcement and asked them what they wanted. So we put a breathalyzer in the DualSense.
That fool said it long.
So they,
facts. I mean, he be just saying anything.
so now, while you're gaming, you can stop your speeding motorist and ask them to blow into the controller.
Yeah.
This,
It's
his
just
hot
crazy,
breath
bro.
will trigger.
Yeah, man. He
Will
gets
trigger the
25
adaptive
minutes, bro.
triggers, and you can press down and see his blood alcohol level. Come on, stop. This dude saying a whole bunch of nothing.
And while at it, you can also size up and get the shape and dimension of his ears. Please do send that to me.
And please send me pictures of your ears. We're very interested.
Yeah, bro.
By we, I mean me.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, realist. That's true. He is the equivalent. Yeah. It's just, you know, and look, man, it's not a knock at Mark Cerny. I'm pretty sure the guy knows some stuff. It's just,
come on, man. Let's be real.
I think he's back in the lab.
Mark Cerny, that old guy, the old guy from Family Guy.
Facts. You know?
Come over here with your fat ass.
And he has a little whistle when he talks.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, bro. It's some weirdo stuff. Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, facts.
I gotta go. Bring that big old ear back over here.
Right.
Bring your ear back over here.
I mean, it's crazy, bro. Then he goes back into the shadows and you don't see him no more.
They give him that look.
Bring those ears here, bro.
He's like Batman 89. He hides in the shadows all the time.
All the time, bro.
All you see is just his eyes, a silhouette of a human body in his eyes.
Yeah, just sitting out there, bro. Yeah, man.
Just drop the earphones over there.
Well, I'm gonna say
this guy. This guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Bring your ears here.
Yeah.
Yo. I got something that just happened 40 minutes ago. Some of y'all might have seen some talk in the news about stick drift on the Steam Deck, right? 40 minutes ago.
His name is Herbert the Pervert.
Yo, you crazy. Listen. This is real crazy because this is the sort of thing Xbox would do, and you see it at Valve because this is how these tech guys are, like the true ones who are really out there doing, God's work almost. So let's say, right? So there's a lot of there's been lots of talk out there about the Steam Deck and the analogs have, analog drift or whatever. All of a sudden they're finding evidence of drift already. No, it was a bug and it's just got fixed 40 minutes ago. That's the type of thing Xbox would do.
Do not mess with 6layer right now with the Steam Deck. You gonna
Steam Deck?
I would imagine so. The dude probably paid about almost $600 for it.
Six gonna.
I paid near $700 for it, so it better be all right. But I'm just saying, like that's the type of thing.
Sick is like on defense.
That's the type of thing, though, that would happen with the Xbox, and it would be all this talk, all this negative talk until the end of the day or the end of the week or whatever. We will get the real facts, and the same thing is happening here. Yo, it's not so much about the Steam Deck that I'm bringing this up. It's about you keep seeing this in the community about all types of things, bro. People love to
the Stream
run
Deck's
their
already
mouth.
broken. It's already broken before you got it.
People love to run their mouth.
Sells, bro. Negativity sells.
Exactly. So you
don't
fall
clowns right
Pay
now.
attention. Yep,
man.
Look at some of the clowns that sick.
Oh,
Look at some of the clowns that nobody talks about no more on their YouTube channel, but now they on Twitter all of a sudden being goofy. Think about it. They know how to return. The key word is just return goofy, bro. And you'll get back into relevance.
Man, I can't believe 6layer.
You're sick. They're only journalists when it comes to a certain platform. Then they give you the full story. Then they give you all the details. You say yes, but
truth.
This was happening because of a bug. You'll find out later. But if it's with the Steam Deck or Xbox, it'll just plaster stick drift already before launch.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But if it's
Nintendo
or PlayStation,
6layer bought a broken product already.
Right.
Yeah, man. 6layer bought that Steam Deck. It's already messed up. 6layer wants
up.
all that smoke.
It's late even.
It's late. Doesn't have it in his hands yet.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna get this tomorrow. I gotta get mine Thursday. It's late even already.
Yeah, he grumpy already. So you keep on talking about it. You gonna catch that smoke, bro.
Yeah. Man, it's just nuts, man. A lot of people just love to run their mouth. They really just need to stop in general.
Hey, y'all, look, I got to get out of here. Tech.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
letting me come in. I got to cut my son's hair, man. It's getting late.
It's been
go up here
2 hours.
Barber Daddy now.
Yeah.
Well,
Barber Daddy, bro.
Yeah,
what about
up, man. I hear my
What
kids
you about to give him the
downstairs,
Mr. T Mohawk?
Give me some daddy discipline downstairs, man. So no, thanks everybody for showing up tonight.
About to give him the George Jefferson tape up.
Oh no!
Yo, you remember back in the day? Reverse mohawk. Yo, I remember back in the day, man. I used to have a homeboy used to cut my hair. Start out, you had the stars, but he
came out looking like Stephen A. Smith. Hairline all the way back.
Facts. He started on my head like in 92, 91, 92. Today he's like a badass, bro. He won the Chicago. He lives in Indianapolis. When I was living in Indianapolis, but he won the Chicago barber contest by drawing the circle of Indianapolis, the right in the circle city, that part of it, on the back of a dude's head, bro. Won the trophy. I went back 13 years, man. He has his barber shop and everything. We laugh about all the time.
He gave me props. He was like, "This is the guy. This is the guy I practice on."
Yeah, bro, for real.
You're like, yeah, this
and everything, right? But when
this is my boy here. We used to nickname him Fade.
Dog, look, I went to go see his barbershop, right? I was like, wow, right? He's doing good. And he was telling people the story. So he was like, my man, I can't charge this dude ever in my life. I always messed up his head, bro. So he got in there, he faded me up. But we talked about it because he'd be like, man, I'm trying to practice. And you just know when a guy mess up because everything will be going smooth and then you hear this. When you heard that, you just knew it was over, bro.
Then you start brushing your hair. Then you start brushing your hair forward, like
you be trying to. So every time, bro, I'd be like, cut it off.
Get you some keeps.
Yeah, cut it off. We were talking about that. He said, man, you be so mad. You'd be like, cut it off. So I had to put the guard low and just cut it off. And he's like, you was always going to school because I would put parts in your hair and line you up. But he was like, but look, he told me, he was like, look, man, all those parts I used to put in your hair to cover up those nicks. He says, now look at me, bro. He's like a master of parts. He do all these designs. I was like, dude, this is crazy. And he owed it to my head. He was like, I owe it to your head. We were laughing. He said, your head? Yeah, he said, your head made me what I am today, bro. Oh, pause. Man, no, look at that.
Pause.
Oh, man. Oh, come on, bro.
Oh, man.
The whole barbershop said pause.
I'm watching my words.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Like, your head made me the man I am today. Pause.
Like, barbers. They every time Legal walks up, barbers present clippers.
No, my oldest one, of course, he wants a fade. He wants a bald fade. He going back to school. Oh yeah, Tech, I forgot to tell you, his school fell apart. He hasn't been in school for like almost 2 weeks. School fell apart, bro. Water pipes busted. Buildings crumbling down.
Who made the school? What was it? A Chinese corporation?
Right, exactly. We're in the city, bro.
Sounds like you need to go over there and fix it.
Yeah.
One of them tofu buildings.
Facts. He was like, Dad, what if
I was made with Lego blocks?
Facts. He was like, what if I was at school when that happened? He was like, I was like, well, y'all wouldn't be. He was like, yeah, but what if the building fell down? It would hurt us. I was like, yeah. He's like, well, we would have died.
I
was like, he was bugging. He doesn't even want to go back.
Right.
So,
you can't tell him
I forgot to tell you, Six Slayer. The Six Slayer's been concerned about my son's wrist.
Oh, yeah.
I went. He got the cast. He's got 3 more weeks. He's good. I got to go back into basketball this summer, so he'll be good. But that's the one who wants a ball fade tonight. He wants to go back to school representing. My other one likes his hair all out, bro. He's like one of Tech's kids. He likes his hair all out. So I just taper him up around the sides and let him go. That's that new style. They don't want to brush their hair or nothing. So he's on that lazy
the Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, on the Lenny Kravitz, bro. Facts. He's on that Lenny Kravitz, bro. So every now and then I try to make him look cool. I be like, yo, what's up, Devin Booker? What's up? He be falling for that, but really it's a Lenny Kravitz. I be wanting to cut that shit off, man.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
you be mean mugging it, don't you?
Hey, why don't you put the racetrack on his head?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. His hair eventually will start looking like dude from don't be a menace in South Central drinking juice in the
Yeah,
you have to pacify it, all types of shit hanging off of it.
Yep.
What you say about my mom?
lint? I'll be pulling lint and all kinds of stuff out of his hair, bro. He get on my nerves, bro. He get trash and all kinds of stuff in his hair.
My
bro.
condolences for his scalp.
Yeah, I said my condolences. That's it. Facts. This
now
this matter.
You know it's over when you go to even try to even move them clippers near his head. Something fuzzy and blue just reaches out and grabs your hand. Talking about no. Don't even think about it.
No.
Facts,
Got the
bro.
finger wagging going and everything.
Facts, bro.
Like, boy, where the hell was you at?
Here, but who's going to see Batman this weekend? I'm trying to. Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it Sunday.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
Good, man. You already got a ticket?
Try.
Right,
Yeah, I already got my ticket. I have my tickets. Yeah, a week
you
prior.
and your girl, right?
Yeah, the whole family.
Dope, dog. Dope. I know
Yeah.
Tech's going sick and all. Tech is going sick, and
I'll go there and start coughing on everybody. I don't care.
Nah, they're gonna throw you out.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
gone, bro. Yeah, Texas.
They will.
Oh yeah, as soon as they come in there coughing, they're like, you gotta go.
Ah. They're gonna be like, shh.
Wife and the kid's gonna come out. Wife gonna come out like, man, that movie rock.
No, he's gonna be the thing that's gonna happen.
Hey,
okay?
I've been to movie theaters where the kid wouldn't shut up, and I will go shh.
Right.
And what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a crowded theater because it's the Batman movie and all the early reviews are real good, right?
Mhm.
There's gonna be mad people. He'll sneeze this one hard sneeze out of nowhere, and everybody will be gone except for the 5 super nerds up front.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen people get into fights in the movie theaters, bro. It's like, I'm telling you, talking about some fantastic watching, bro, because you can't go nowhere. These dudes are just experts at their timing of punches because you can't go nowhere. You're right there. It's all these people. Oh, man. Some of the best combos I've ever seen was in the movie theater, bro. Best
The best one is when
combo break on your
when people
faces.
come with the tray full of
King
popcorn.
combo.
When they come with the tray full of popcorn, nachos, and sodas, and they trip over the steps.
And oh, God.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I saw this one old head, right?
Now
He's
you can
coming up.
pre-order your snacks, man. They'll put it in a nice grocery bag.
Right. I saw this old man coming up this one time, man.
Damn.
And he screamed out, "Oh man!"
Damn.
Before he even fell. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, he already knew it was over, right?
Like he knew it was over. He's like, "Oh man!" He just tossed the tray over his shoulder so he could brace himself.
So
he could brace himself. He was like, "Fuck it, oh man!"
You know what? As he's going down,
$50
as he's going down, his mind, everything freezes, and that's when you get the Dukes of Hazzard narrator popping up. Come on, looks like somebody won't be getting that popcorn.
My man threw $50 worth of snacks over his shoulder. Said, "Oh man,
Yeah.
I gotta brace myself."
He predicted it. He already knew it.
Yeah, he probably felt himself miss that step. He's like, "Fuck it, oh man."
Yo, and then Florida Evans at the end of that season or whatever when her husband died. Yo, damn.
Yeah.
All the money he lost.
Yeah, you ain't getting it back.
Hey, I want to say thanks to everybody that came into the what's it called again?
The Chatterbox.
Yeah, okay. We got to get this right, the Chatterbox. Everybody for putting up with TEKNOBLAST over here on his show in the Chatterbox, man. I got to give it up to y'all. Y'all are just as crazy as he is if y'all over here. Y'all crazy. We see we got Erok X in the building. You don't get no crazy than that.
Yeah.
It don't. Yo, look, here's the funny thing today. I was on my Twitter, right? I was scrolling around, messing around, just looking, being nosy. I wasn't trolling, just being nosy. Right? Why did I? And this sounds like you was trolling. It's a true story. I might even send it to Erok. This is a true story. I even took a picture. I sent it in our group chat. This is true. So everybody here knows I'm not lying. There's this dude messing with Elite Gaming Group. He was over there messing with him. So you know
that guy.
He from the old school. He gonna go. He gonna battle all day. So I'm just looking at him. I ain't got nothing to do. I was at the the orthopedist getting my son's cast done. So I didn't have nothing to do. I'm looking, just laughing. Because
you were instigating certain words.
Oh, he
boy.
called him a racist, bro. So Elite was on him. He was like, bro, so he tagged me and somebody Dirt Griggity was like, yo, am I racist? I was like, look, man, don't even waste my time to ask me something like that. I've been knowing you since 2015, bro. Like, come on, bro. So this dude was in here just going at him, right? Then this dude comes in with some help, and this guy said, yo, it's not like you Xbox dudes are weird, man. Y'all crazy out here. Y'all doing all these crazy videos. You got a dude out here waving his gun, want to shoot somebody.
Oh, that picture you showed.
I sat there for a minute. And look, I hope Erok is in this. I hope he's here. I hope he didn't leave. I was sitting there like, wait a minute. I looked at that and I was gonna say, yo, what are you talking about?
You said,
man?
nah.
Oh, they're talking about
I
Erok.
didn't say nothing. I just took the picture and sent it to y'all. I was like, look at this shit. And
you probably were like, yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. It was more that, what you talking about, Willis? Yo, shout to Erok, man. That's the one crazy mofo. Yo, that's Philly in the building. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. You just gotta understand. That's a whole nother level. Yo, Mink Mill. Yo, that's the scum. What is it? The home Get Money Click, Black Friday. What is it, bro? Beanie Siegel.
Get down or lay down. Get down or lay down.
Get down.
I'm off my meds crowd.
Yeah, the Young Guns. Come on, man. Everything there is all about violence. There's no good times there. Straight violence. If you mess with Erok, he choose violence every time.
Ain't no fun over there.
There's no happiness.
It's like, I ain't got time for peace.
No peace.
Straight no Florida Evans, that's for sure.
Every day.
You can say Erok is what we like to call stink meaner light.
Oh wow.
Like, y'all gonna come on here and start some shit with me, huh? I got something for your bitch ass.
Yeah, for real. They be thinking they crazy, and then Erok comes out of nowhere, and them donkeys be like, "Damn, this one for crazy."
Be like I used to hang out with Erok X. Man, didn't smile for nothing. Didn't like rainbows, ice cream, or dolphins.
Yo, Erok reminds me of the gangster on Johnny Dangerously. My mother hit me.
Johnny Dangerously, jeez, man.
Yeah,
He start phone checking his cereal. Phone check.
He's here. Yo, Erok, you the dude on Johnny Dangerously. My grandmama hit me once. The whole movie, my daddy hit me once.
Once.
My sister hit me once. I mean, this nigga killed his whole family. My school teacher hit me once. What did he say? I got this 44 mag. He said, what do you like about it? Ah, man, look, I shoot people. It doesn't just go through the body. It goes through skulls. It for kids. He was trimming. Look, man, they don't make medicine for people like me. I'm really crazy.
The way he says it's ridiculous, too.
Yo, shout out to Johnny Dangerously. Shout outs. That's the first movie where I saw, what's his name? Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton at his best. White man was breakdancing in Harlem in 1940. Give it up for Michael Keaton, man.
Yeah.
Hip hop, baby.
Best Batman.
Later on became Batman.
That was also Mark Cerny in disguise.
Check this out. Mark Cerny was the dude on the corner that was getting hit by the mail. I can't see, and then somebody throw the mail at him. The newspaper hit him upside the head. I can see. I can't hear. Right. Then the next time they hit him, I can hear. I can see. Well, who am I? He loses his memory all the way through the movie. Yo, that's Erok X, man. You know we mess with you, bro. But listen, man, I gotta really get out of here. I gotta become a barber right now.
Been saying that for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta put on my Superman cape. Become a barber. Thank you, Tech, for bringing me out here on your show, man.
Yeah.
You know, thank you, man. Without your platform, I wouldn't be able to act silly, man.
Good times.
It's too serious over there on Direct Gaming, bro. So.
It's too serious, too angry. It's so angry.
It's too angry, bro. I choose violence.
Yeah. That's more of an Erok thing, man. All angry. shoot him up and angry.
Oh man, y'all give it up for my man. So support him, man. Listen, I mean, he comes from Houston. What do you expect, man? He's jolly. He's from the hood of Houston. He comes from the black neighborhoods. He's down there from the ward, fifth ward.
You got no choice but to smile.
Fifth ward. He's down there with the Ghetto boys. He knows Scarface, Willie D. Yo, shout out
Bushwick
to
Bill.
man.
You can't forget about Bushwick Bill.
Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace of Bushwick Bill. But yo, he even knows Bum B.
Buffalo.
No, you know what? You know what? I actually went to a Jamaican club down in Houston called Jamaica, and then the Ghetto boys were there.
Straight up. When I first met Tech, right? Tech said, "Yo, Legal, look, man." Well, he knows me by now. He's like, "They're doing you. Look, man. You know, I know I'm Mexican, bro, but I'm telling you, man, I love sisters. That's all. I'm from Houston, man. God dang it, man. I'm from Houston." So he told me, I was like, "Yo, wait a minute, man. But man, my wife, she's black, man. My wife is black." Out tripping, boy. He's like, boy. I was like, man, ain't nothing like the sisters, man. Yeah, bro. TEKNOBLAST got them black babies. Give it up for TEKNOBLAST and the black boys. Yeah! TEKNOBLAST out here raising them black boys for the future, man. I gotta give it love for them, boy. Let's give it up for TEKNOBLAST. Best dad in the business right here, bro. I don't see your son,
That's
man.
right.
Is he all right? Look, he's sick. He ain't in the background.
Nah. He's over there watching whatever he's watching, some National Geographic show or something.
Yo, TEKNOBLAST.
You better check what he's watching.
Look, the realest knows who you look. Put realest up there. He knows.
See, he knows Jamaica, man. I'm not making it up.
Look, you gotta show it, Tank. Put it on the screen. Look.
Yeah.
Yo, TEKNOBLAST is the only dad that I know that'll whoop his kids live on stream right now. If the kid came in and made him mad, he'll whoop him right here on Technos. He'll whoop him right in front of everybody.
Yep.
I've seen him choke his sons out.
Yep.
Hey, that was a secret. God damn it.
Jamaica.
I remember all that now.
Yeah, Jamaica.
No,
Yeah.
The government is on this, Legal. The government is on this, Legal.
Right, yeah.
Kirby,
exactly, JayRock.
Kirby and
They're
Richmond
gonna be watching
in
Tech
a little
now.
corner
He's
shopping
using
center.
his kids.
You saw that? You heard that? ACS knocking them off.
Right.
Man, he's choking him like Homer Simpson, bro.
We heard of this white. We heard rumors of a white Jamaican raising black babies here. What's going on?
Exactly.
God damn it.
Like, oh, y'all want the house next door.
We heard a Mexican Jamaican man.
Jamaica,
over
man.
here. Yeah.
He said taco beef patties.
Bill, man.
Right.
Get the boys.
Facts. Oh, we appreciate you, Tech, man, and you got it looking good, bro. I'm gonna be hollering at you. Hollering at you, man. This Friday or Saturday, no later than Sunday, we'll make something happen. But on his behalf, y'all, I know he won't probably, if he didn't say this, because I came in about 14 minutes late. You know, black people are always late, but we always on time. So I don't know if he said this, but just thanks to everybody, man, for being patient with me and TEKNOBLAST, man. Me and him decided to be partners, man, be homies. And ever since the Halo outpost in Houston, man, we've been sticking through it together. There you go. Put the little music in here.
Right.
Look, Erok stupid. Wait, take his man. I thought it was right.
I lied. The deception.
Get him, Erok. Yo, Tech be in disguise, bro. I know he be disguising, bro. You only know he's Mexican when he put on a Houston Astros hat. When he puts the orange Houston Astros hat on, then you know he's
right. Then he changes his whole tone. Look, I'm American.
Right.
Let me speak to you about the stocks and
facts.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
got my suit and everything ready.
We've been sticking it in.
Hey.
A lot of advice.
Whoa.
That's dirty talk.
No, stop. Oh, look. Look, man. I gotta choose my words right. You're right, JayRock. Appreciate it. Look, man, we've been hanging out, man. I've been listening to some of his advice. You know, taking a lot of his stuff, man, because the dude knows his tech stuff. And I've been real patient. Like I said, he's been over my house. He got my stuff all corrected. I don't have none of these update bugs and stuff no more. But we've been working on just wanting to advance our situation. So it's good to see Tech upgrade his situation. We wouldn't have been able to do this stuff if it wasn't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if he said it, I just want to say it too here on his show. And we're going to do something special. So we're working with each other, man, to get some things done right. I just want to say, man, thank you, boss. Thank you, JayRock. Thank you, Six Layer, for everything that y'all do, and the Realist, man, out there. You know, and Realist is home right now with his family, so it's good to know he make it back safe. But like I said,
Realist too bougie, man.
Yeah, Realist is too bougie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Realist is one of those dudes from Houston.
He can't chill with the homies. I see him.
Realist is like James Harden in Houston. Where you find James Harden at in them strip clubs?
My man was drinking iced tea with his pinky out. Type of bougie.
He was over at Jamaica, man.
I said, man, that's ice. That's an Arizona iced tea bottle, man. Put your pinky away.
JayRock, you know why it's always raining in Houston? Because Realist always flooding, man. He always wears his pants too short, bro. Come on. He be out here like Michael Jackson. He's too bougie out here, bro.
Cold-blooded.
Remember the other day, this dude buying some Belgian waffles.
Yo, I thought we were ending this show. What the hell is still going on?
Yo, that's a true story. Realist called me the other day. He was at look at put it on his man. Yeah. Yo,
I was like, look at this distinguished gentleman buying Belgian waffles.
Belgian waffles, fam.
Put the pop. Don't forget the powdered sugar, baby. I was like, what?
He be going to restaurants paying $12 for pancakes.
For a waffle. I was like,
come on now, look, he's so stupid. Look at no, man, you can always crash, baby. You already know. Man, we'll put Realist in right now. Realist, come on in right now. We finna go in 10 seconds. Get Realist in here, and then we gonna leave. We don't care.
Well, he's in our group chat, isn't he?
Come on in.
What the hell? I thought we were leaving. Really?
No, I got the kids yelling downstairs, man. Let's wrap
it. Out of here, bro. Sign us off, Shaq. Get us out of here, man.
All right, fellas. We're out of here.
Peace.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. It was great. 2 hours here having fun. The Chatterbox, thank you for showing up. And we'll see you guys later. Good night.
Peace.